5:48, it's Elliot in the morning. Your phone number for everything. 866-2-ELLIOT. 866-235-5468. Hello, class.
Hello.
Hey, how are we today?
Good.
Hey, let's go out again tonight. Let's make it a good late one, though.
God.
But you know what the problem is? Like, I'm not I'm tired. I'm tired. I was going to say, I'm not that tired. I just feel run down. Like, I'm exhausted.
A little bit.
But not tired. Like, I could stay up.
I just had some brisket because I hadn't eaten
I'm sorry?
since. I just had some brisket.
Oh, because we missed catering.
I know.
Yeah.
And I hadn't eaten
missed
since
meal.
Dunkin' in here yesterday morning because I went home
That
and
was
napped.
the last thing you ate?
Yeah, I was starving.
You know what? Because
I felt like one of those skinny bitches you see on TV who's like, oh, I forgot to eat like 3 days ago. Shut up.
No, you should have stopped at, you should have done what I did.
Did you stop on the way home?
Well, McDonald's is open.
Oh.
I mean, the lights are shining.
That is good for you late at night.
But
How about I made macaroni and cheese at midnight? I craft macaroni and cheese. Is that bad? I think it was 10 till, so it wasn't yet Friday.
So, no, you know what's good?
Yeah.
That was still dinner. You didn't have breakfast. That's good. No, that's good. No, I was good, though. I was good. I didn't overdo it at McDonald's.
What did you have?
Big Mac, 2 small fry. I only ordered one small fry.
Why do you do 2 small? Just do a large.
Please, I ordered 1 small fry, but they threw 2 in the bag.
Bonus.
Yeah, and I wasn't about to turn back.
Yeah, those are old. Give them away.
Nor throw them out. No, they were piping hot. No, that was fantastic. No, I mean, listen, you do what you got to do. I was all ready to have catering meal, and then I got there late with my red ticket. You can't just wait around. The crew's going to eat. Crew's got to eat, man.
I saw Jones eating tilapia. He was. He was having like tilapia and mashed potatoes and I think some sort of like beef.
Where the hell was he eating?
Right behind us. You couldn't miss him in the suit.
No, I saw the suit. But wait, that's what crew meal was? Fish and potatoes? He was
sitting at that table. Yeah.
Normally, no, you know what? Best catering ever, though, was still Avett Brothers when we had that lukewarm pico and then a nothing in it, just a tortilla with a finger hole in it. But that's how
it's what the band wanted. It was in the rider.
That was good last night, though. That was awesome. We'll get into that a little bit later on. Can I tell you what's still weird to me, though? And it shouldn't be weird. It should not be weird. It should not surprise me. It should not come out of nowhere. But seeing that Weiland's dead, for whatever reason, weirds me out.
Well, I mean, because a lot of people are probably waking up to this right now.
Yeah. Sorry, I didn't mean to just casually toss that out there, but no, Scott Weiland is dead. He was. They were supposed to do a show in Minnesota last night, and I guess before the show, they went to get him off the bus, and he was dead on the bus, and so obviously there was no show. So I mean. Nobody has said anything officially. You could probably figure out what caused it, knowing his history and what he's been through. But why is it surprising? It's not surprising.
Maybe because he had lived this long. I mean, he's 48.
I mean, he's 48, but it's not
as deep as he was into it.
Yeah, okay, I'll give you that. But that's what I mean.
Back and forth.
Hearing that Scott Weiland's dead isn't the most surprising thing in the world.
It is, though. It is.
But there's still something that's very bizarre about it.
And I'm with Diane. It's just like you go through so many years of it, you almost start to think that the guy's
he'll just be
invincible.
immune to it. Yeah. I was talking to Tyler about it this morning. I found the picture of me with them. Was I the only one who went to the 930 Club with Velvet Revolver?
Where he drank the bottle of wine by himself?
No, see, you're confusing promotions.
That was Baltimore.
That's when we did dinner with him in Baltimore. And remember, that's when I had like a long conversation with him because he was going to finish like that show and he was leaving the next day to check himself into rehab.
Right.
And the whole time I was talking to him, and I don't know Weiland. I've run into him a couple of times, but I don't know him. But I sat and talked to him for like there was like a whole promotion and it was like everybody moved away and he and I sat there for 30 minutes and he was going on and on about, I've battled my demons and my wife is going to leave me. But, I'm flying, I'm doing the show tonight, and then I fly to San Diego tomorrow, and I'm going to check myself into rehab. And I go, did you want to call somebody who you know, and have a relationship with? But I did. I sat and talked to him for like a half hour.
I'm sure sometimes it's probably good to, unload on a stranger like that.
Well, who am I to judge? But I pulled up the picture. Why am I the only one? I thought it was like a whole happy hour thing that we did. But it was with Velvet Revolver. at the 9:30 Club, and it's all of us in the...
No, it's not all of us.
No, it's you,
Well,
right?
look,
I mean, it's all of you and the band.
No, but we were in the basement, and it was
I
the
don't
good old
remember-
days because Slash is smoking in the picture, but everybody
I
in
don't
Slash...
remember being at that happy hour.
I don't even think it was a happy hour.
No.
By the way,
I thought System of a Down was the firfirst happy hour.
Was it? Was that the first VIP happy
Yeah,
hour?
I really think so. And it was the first and last one with a poster.
Because then not only was I convinced we were all there, I was convinced Kaylee was there. And then Tyler said...
How many years ago was that?
Well, that's when Tyler said, Velvet Revolver... Kaylee may not have been born when Velvet Revolver was in existence.
Well,
But I mean-
this morning he pulls up the photo. He's like, "Are you in this photo?" I said, "I think I remember being in the same room as Slash and Storm and Scott Weiland
And Duff, don't leave Duff
and
out.
Duff." Yeah, seriously.
No, because I do remember, like, there was part of that where I remember I was talking to Duff and Slash about pirate radio, and we were having a whole conversation, and then sitting over in the corner like a rooster on a chair, with his feet up, Weiland just sat there with like his head down the whole time, and I was like, "Hey, is he going to talk to anybody?" And then not like work the room, but like he was just like literally perched, literally like an owl sitting on the chair. And like at one point, Duff was like, "Yeah, that's how he sits," and like that was it. And then we took the picture. But you know what's weird though? Looking at that picture, how young does Weiland look?
Do you know what
That
year?
long
Do you know what
ago.
year it was?
No, it wasn't.
It's
But
2007.
but it looks. So what is that? 8 years ago? He looks like he's in his 20s. Like he looks young. I mean, throw him up compared to like, and listen, Slash has looked the same since he was 10. But like he looks so young in that
Or
picture.
actually, it could have been. Was it the first record? It could have been 2004. Because you know what's
what was
funny?
on the first record?
But you know what's funny? The people in my head that are in that photo, and I said, "Oh, that's after my time." I was thinking of my total time here.
Right.
So in college, I worked here,
Right.
and those people came after that. But I started in 2002. But when I looked at that picture this morning, I thought, "Oh no, that's gotta be 2007 because Joe's after me." But Joe was after me from 2002.
What is
So that may have been 04.
What is the what was I want to call it a ballad. What was the slow song that they did? The slower song that they did.
Off of Contraband? The first record? Set
yeah.
Me Free was like the first like rockin', and then you had oh my god.
I can't think of the name of it.
Not Slither.
No, it definitely wasn't Slither. Hold on. No, because then I'll tell you if that was if it was 2004. What was the? Come on,
All to Pieces?
Yeah.
that's it. Was that off that record?
Yeah.
The first? Okay, that's when it was.
Oh, so I wasn't even with the show yet.
So that was 04 then.
Yeah.
Oh, well, no wonder he looked young.
But definitely, you talk about being tired. Seeing that news this morning, I woke right up. 'Cause
Oh, yeah.
It
But
is
why? But
surprising.
It's not.
He was my guy. The first CD I ever owned was Core, Stone Temple Pilots. I asked my mom if I could get it because I knew there was a song called Sex Type Thing. I've told that story before, but it's like, that was it. I loved everything about the way he fronted that band. You know, for many people in that era, you had Staley die or you had Shannon Hoon die. Like,
Weiland was your
Weiland
dude.
was my guy. That band was my band. I had signs
So
in my
Weiland
room that
was
said like
to
Stone
you-
Temple Pilots fan.
Oh.
Parking.
Parking, right. Oh, my other car's a
Next to,
Zamboni.
like Bulls fan parking.
Well, it was right around the corner
that's-
from Harley-Davidson Boulevard. So Weiland was to you what Hoon was to me.
Yeah, but not in the sense we didn't lose Weiland
We lost Hoon.
in the prime.
Right.
I'm saying like it wasn't like Weiland surpassed many people's expectations. I mean, the guy's 48.
Right. Okay, but if you wrote down a list of people of like if you were legitimately doing a death pool and going who is a likely person to die? And by the way, I mean it's a little crappy and it's a little unfair just to go, well, he obviously OD'd or whatever it was. I mean, conventional wisdom is that's probably what it was. Nobody has said anything. It could have been,
Or
God
it could
only
have
knows.
just been
His heart could have
years
given
of-
out. Like,
yeah,
who the hell knows?
years of abusing your body.
So
at
I
that
do
point.
feel a little bit bad talking about him as though he died of an overdose, but I mean, that's the first thing that comes to mind. But you would put him on a list. Yes, maybe he's not the first one that comes to mind because you do think nothing's going to kill this guy. But it would be, at the same time, you would go, as rough as he's lived, and rehab never worked, and I mean, I don't know if he was out, you know, again, it's unfair to say, but it's what you think of. if he was out just doing it again. Scott Weiland dying isn't the most surprising thing, but it's unbelievably shocking.
Yeah.
It really is. I saw the same thing. When I saw it, I was like, holy crap, Weiland's dead. That's weird. But is it? And then you go, yeah, it really is. I feel horrible.
Yeah. God.
Do you remember our big concern for him when we went to Dubai?
Yes.
He wasn't going to keep his shirt on.
Don't take your shirt off, Scott.
Okay.
Because remember, it was no bare chest. And I remember, because we all had the big meeting together, it was like, there's no way Weiland's keeping his shirt on, and I guarantee you slashes and buttoning up a vest.
Somebody's going to curse.
Weiland cursed?
Yeah.
I mean, and that was the other thing, no profanity.
Right.
And I think they were on stage for 2 seconds. He grabbed that microphone or that megaphone and started cussing.
That was a different event.
Was that 2010 chili cook-off?
I don't know what year it was.
Oh, I forgot about that.
That's when that was from.
Well, no, he had the megaphone in
No,
Dubai.
but that's
He's had that since 92.
Yeah.
Right.
No, but with the where he was talking and it was just so it stood out so much.
He was wasted
Yeah.
at cook-off. I totally forgot about that. Crap, we've done a lot of stuff with him. And then I sat and had that whole 30-minute meeting about him going into rehab. I'm like, okay, you're kind of a downer. I do remember, though, he had a beautiful watch on. And I don't even care about watches.
But you were going to say his beautiful wife with him.
She was leaving him.
Right.
Ryan. You missed the first part of the story.
He didn't get on that plane and go into rehab. She was going to be gone. And at that point, I was like, oh, well,
but that's
maybe I'll move in.
But that's not the same woman that he's married to now. I think this most recent wife is the photographer's from 2013, I think.
Oh, no, because if that was... Well, no, when was Baltimore? Were you not in Baltimore?
No.
No.
So have you never, other than... Did you meet him at Cook-Off?
No.
You never met your guy?
I don't think
we didn't meet him in Dubai. Unless you count meeting as him walking by us.
We definitely talked to him in Dubai.
Oh, my God.
No, we did not.
I remember we got kind of close to Matt Sorum, and that was pretty cool. But we didn't talk to him. That's like, so when you show you that photo, again, with Duff and Sorum and Slash and Scott Weiland, I think I would remember.
Wait, so you all the times that you were that close to your guy, you never talked to him?
Maybe it's a little bit of that, like...
You don't want to meet?
Yeah, because he's going to...
Disappoint
he's done enough to disappoint me. I don't need it to be a face-to-face disappointment.
No, but I'm like... Other than the topic of conversation, he was awesome when I talked to him in Baltimore. We definitely talked to him in Dubai.
No, we didn't.
I definitely talked to him in Dubai.
Honestly, I think he was one of the ones we actually didn't see.
No, we definitely saw him because we definitely saw him at the hotel.
No, we
yes,
didn't.
You did.
We did.
Maybe it was and Donnie and Joe again.
I definitely.
That's who's in the photo.
It's horrible. I got a crop. God, why is there all this gap in the photo? It doesn't make any sense. Because I definitely remember saying hi to him in Dubai.
All right, well, you were by
as
yourself.
Part of the crowd that waved when they came on stage. Then I also said hi to Matt Bellamy. No. Actually, I think they did walk by, and because we had done some stuff.
We were all in the same hotel.
No, we did not run into Scott Weiland in the hotel.
We were all in that same marina
that's
hotel.
Fine if we were in the same hotel.
Right.
But when Muse walked by.
Right. I didn't talk to them.
We did the Garth Brooks nod.
Oh, that's true.
Because we had done stuff in the past with them.
Right. But I definitely didn't talk to Bellamy.
No, we didn't. Just like we didn't talk to Scott Weiland.
No, I guarantee you I talked to Weiland. I guarantee you I said hi to him.
Then maybe we were in bed everybody else was in bed.
Maybe I was No, where was I? I wasn't like sitting up.
I think you've hung out at a bar by yourself before.
Recently, actually. Maybe not. Maybe it was during the show. Maybe I was helping put all the FedEx stickers on all the gear that we were going to send back. It cost Ed Cole his job. But I feel like we talked to him there.
No, I would have remembered that.
Hobie remembers that Scott was part of my gay threesome.
Who was the other one?
Robbie Williams.
Robbie, and then I remember
was Scott Weiland part of your
it
gay
was a
threesome?
different time. Yeah, I also said Tim McGraw.
Oh, that's right. You had to leave the hat on.
I was afraid the hat was going to fall off, so that's when I slotted Scott Weiland into it. He was so that's like the embodiment of sex, but in such a masculine way. You know what I'm saying? Like he.
Wait, give me that one more time.
He embodied this sexual being,
right?
Or
like
he was a sexual being. I don't
in
think
a more masculine way.
Yeah, Perry comes off very effeminate, and
Right.
I love what he does. In
Whatever,
terms of
that
being
man
a frontman.
saved my life. That man
He
saved
did,
my life.
yes. But Weiland was.
He was all man.
Yeah, but not really. That's why he was like this mysterious figure.
P was his middle name.
God, I remember, man, that was my first CD.
That's weird. That was your first CD.
Yeah.
I love that you had to ask your mom, hey, there's a sex type thing song on there.
It says that's not
It's
one of the ones
SEX.
where
It's
it
SEX.
was like S and like an ampersand and the little tiny
No,
star.
Diane, the word was sex, please.
Maybe I didn't know if he got one of the ones with the sticker on it.
It's like my guitar case covered in Stone Temple Pilots stickers.
Is it real? Are you going to be okay today?
Yeah, because you've expected it forever.
No, that's
the
what I
thing.
mean.
And
It's
that's
not
why it's. But it is.
surprising.
But it is.
It is, though.
I'm not equating their musical legacy, but you'll say the same thing when Keith Richards dies. And listen, Keith Richards.
No, you know what, I won't.
But years of, if it turns out that Weiland was clean as he has claimed,
How recently?
summer.
Oh, did he really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
And
so
for
I feel
years.
like a dick then, saying that that he
Well,
overdosed.
a lot of people who are still deep
Yeah.
into it claim that they're sober.
It's hard to believe.
Yeah.
Right,
But if it is a case where his body just gave up,
right.
obviously one expects that eventually one day to happen to Keith Richards.
Yeah, but Richards won't be surprising.
Well, how
Yes,
old is
it
he now?
will,
75?
Because he's lived so many years past their
Yeah, but he's
wild days.
He's also 70 years old. Weiland's 48,
Yeah,
which,
I
by
know,
the way,
but
is about 20 years longer than you expected him to live.
Yes.
He could have been part of, was it the 27 Club or the 28 Club? How old were they all? Like
27.
He could have,
Cobain, Jim Morrison, Janis, Jimi Hendrix.
right. He could have easily have been part of that group.
But I'm just saying in the effect that it's surprising, not surprising, but surprising again.
No, it's very
that,
surprising,
No, but that
but
idea
it's not.
with a Keith Richards type.
Yeah, okay. Maybe I just look at him and go, yeah, old man.
I
can't believe I just said that
think-
about Keith. It's so
Well,
disparaging.
he is. I was wrong. He's 71.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
He's young.
He's only a year older than Trump? Man. No, but I'm trying. No, you know what it would be? Vetter.
See, I don't.
That would be more
That would be
surprising.
way more surprising.
Yeah.
Oh, why? That wouldn't surprise me.
Has he ever had problems
Yes.
in the past?
Oh my God, yes.
Yes.
Vetter?
Okay. Was it like booze or was it like heroin or?
No, I don't think it was. I don't think it was nearly as bad as Weiland. But no, Vetter was horrible.
Has he gone through
Drunk? You know what? I don't know if Vetter's ever gone through rehab. No, there's no way he's gone through rehab, or he wouldn't be guzzling bottles of wine on stage.
Okay, but I mean,
that would if we woke up tomorrow to that news, I would be way more like you're saying you're surprised but not surprised, but surprised for Weiland.
Right.
I would be
That would be
100%
shocking.
surprised for Eddie Vedder.
Oh, see, I would have the exact same feeling.
I don't put the two of them on the same plane as
No,
far
not
as
in terms of how bad the abuse was, but I mean, there was periods where Vetter couldn't talk. He would get so messed up.
Yeah, but there were videos over the summer of where Scott Weiland couldn't talk.
Okay. Yeah.
But
where he just said he was sober.
it was a different interview.
No, you know the one that would surprise me? Like, as long as we're talking about like that group of people? Cornell.
But I put him in the same camp as Vedder.
No.
They would both surprise me.
No, Cornell would surprise me way more than Vetter. And maybe it's only because I've not been around him, but I remember, like, there was that whole period, remember where Vetter was doing, like, his radio show? Where it was, like, out of his house in San Diego, but some radio stations were airing it. He was a mess. He couldn't even talk. He had, like, a 3-hour show, but you couldn't understand a word of it.
How long ago was that?
Yeah, it was before.
Okay,
it was
I mean, are you
before,
talking
it
about,
was
like-
before 9:30 Club with Weiland?
So you're talking about him in like the late 90s?
Yeah.
Early 2000s maybe?
Yeah.
Okay, but I mean, do you think it's a case where it's like, okay, well, yeah, he had some pretty effed up years for a while, but then he became a dad and kind of like reeled it in?
I don't know what he does right now. He could have been wasted last night. I have no idea.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Cornell would surprise me. Cornell would definitely surprise me. Maybe Perry Farrell is the perfect one.
Wow, he's so healthy now.
I
Yeah.
know. Yeah, no,
And a
I don't.
sports fan.
How awesome was it talking baseball with Perry Farrell?
His biggest vice is barbecue.
That's right. Oh, that's right.
You know what would be a better example? Who's also, I mean, I buy that he's clean.
From that era?
But in terms of abuse, like Navarro.
Oh, yeah.
But he's clean.
Remember, his big thing was he finally quit cigarettes.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. Yeah, that was like his last vice.
Not too, within, I don't know, like the last year or so, maybe?
Although Navarro still drinks, doesn't he?
I don't think so.
So he's completely clean. He's Perry Farrell. I can't tour with that band.
I'll look it up. We've made a lot of assumptions. We've killed off like a generation of icons.
Yeah. By the way, we started with the assumption that he OD'd.
No,
it starts there.
Yeah, you did.
Why? What do you think? You think his body just quit?
I mean, I think it's a possibility.
Oh, it's
maybe it's some sort of combination.
It's also a possibility he slipped on the bus and hit his head.
Do I buy that he's been clean for 10 plus years? No,
not a chance.
But I mean, if he's saying he's clean, he's not drinking that wine with you. Unless he's just talking about drugs. Unless he's just talking about harder drugs.
We talked about heroin at that table.
Passed it around?
No, we did not pass heroin around.
Didn't Danny bring it? Was he there?
Anyways, well, I hate to break the news to everybody if you hadn't heard yet, but yes, Weiland is dead. Nobody else that got mentioned during this conversation is dead,
except the people that
just Weiland.
You knew were dead.
Except for Shannon Hoon.
Yeah,
and there was one and Keith Richards. Lane Staley.
Richards.
No, I'm kidding.
Oh my God!
Don't say that.
It's still surprising. I
agree. It's not, but it is. It's not, but it is.
You didn't expect to wake up this morning to that news.
No, not at all. Not at all. Anyway, listen, we got a ton of stuff that we got to get through today, so let me do this. Give me one quick break. We'll lay everything out for you next.
Elliot in the morning.
Anyway, Diane.
He's on down. He's on down the road.
Hi, Diane. Let's get into some news, please.
So, recapping on the death of Scott Weiland, passing away yesterday evening at the age of 48. So he was on tour with the Wildabouts in Minnesota when he was found unresponsive on their tour bus about 9 o'clock last night. Like we said, a cause of death has yet to be determined. And since we had referenced it several times, this is a clip of Weiland back in June talking about his sobriety.
I think that probably there are some people that still think that I do drugs, and it's been 13 years since I stopped doing drugs.
Wow.
And that was just recorded in June of this year. So he is obviously being mourned by so many in the music world today. I guess wasn't it Navarro who was the first one to put out a tweet about it, and then I guess he
that I don't know,
deleted that tweet.
Oh, did he really?
Yeah. If he wasn't the first, he was among one of the first.
Why did he delete it?
I don't know.
Was that like when Wiz Khalifa thought?
Lil Wayne.
Oh, Lil Wayne. Sorry.
No, but I guess
who did Lil Wayne kill?
Odom.
That's right. That's right.
What was his then? Like follow up?
Whoops.
Yeah, I think it was.
It was. Whoops.
So we'll be obviously hoping to hear more.
There'll be tributes all weekend.
Details, and like we said,
that's nice
about that. The gunman who carried out the San Bernardino shooting had apparently been in contact with some known Islamic extremist groups on social media. Investigators still trying to determine whether Saeed Farouk and his wife Tashfeen Malik carried out the attack at a holiday party full of his co-workers as workplace revenge, terrorism, which they are obviously leaning towards, or perhaps a combination of both. In addition to the 3 pipe bombs that were remote-controlled detonating devices that they had left at the scene that malfunctioned, at least 12 were found at a nearby home, as well as tools for making more. Over 3,000 additional rounds of ammunition. They said 2 of the 21 people who were wounded are still in critical condition. The others are said to be improving, and now...
By the way, that's good news. I mean, I don't mean that in a callous way, but when originally the number of people that were critical at first when it was 14, it was like 10 were critical. So they've all been upgraded. So 2 is still bad, but that's much better than where they were.
Of the 14 people who perished, they ranged in age anywhere from 26 up to 60 years old. You've probably heard about the father of 6.
Yes.
who was one of the victims. There was also Robert Adams, who was planning his daughter's first trip to Disneyland next week. There's, it's the worst part of it, is just to hear all these
every
people.
One of those stories is just tragic and sad.
There was another woman who was talking about how she and her husband, who was one of the victims, had just talked about what they would do in a situation like that.
Did they really?
Yeah. She said it was one of those conversations that was just a happenstance between a husband and his wife, who were saying, you can't really control the outcome a lot of times, and if it ends up that either one of us die, they said they would know that they were in a better place. And she's like, that's what I'm holding on to right now.
You know what? Good for her.
Yeah,
good for her. And a lot of these people that were victims, they had just thrown them a baby shower.
Yeah,
they had just thrown the gunman and his wife a baby shower. The other two things that come out of it is, like Diane was saying, so now they're going through. They started ditching hard drives and smashing up cell phones, trying to get rid of any kind of digital footprint that they were leaving behind. But they do know that they were in contact. So now they're trying to determine. I think they also said they're looking for a couple of other people in the San Bernardino area that they had been in contact with. But they were saying that, kind of the big thing now is to go figure out whether or not was this inspired or directed. So, if they were, as it appears that they were in touch with some extremists, was this something where they were inspired by them and inspired by their conversations and in their travels of meeting with them, where they came back and said, that really inspired us? And obviously I don't mean that in a good way. Or was it directed? If it's directed, the FBI will tell you, we got a much bigger problem. So you kind of hope for inspired, where they don't believe that it's part of an active cell. So that's where, and everybody wants the thing solved immediately. It takes time. It takes time for them to put everything together. And because you'll hear people going out, well, they should just come out and say that what it is. But for them, there's a big difference. So the argument may be that, yes, they were Islamic extremists and that they were hell-bent that they were going to carry out this mission and they were going to kill people. But there's a big difference between these two people being inspired by them and going out and doing what they had kind of started to buy into and kind of change their lives for, versus being directed and working with a cell and carrying out a plot. Those are massively different reasons or motives behind what would have happened. So give everybody 48, 72, give them a couple of days, give them a week. You know what? Give them as much time as they need to figure out if they're part of a cell that was working, or if they were just, and to say simply inspired is, I realize it's so insignificant, but that's what you're hoping for at this point. If it is related to that, because you don't want them to be working with a whole cell, right, unless you could take the whole cell apart.
Testimony will continue in Baltimore today in the trial of Officer William Porter, one of the first officers to go on trial in connection with the death of Freddie Gray. Freddie Gray's mother broke down in the courtroom yesterday as some cell phone videos of her son's arrest were shown during the trial. There was also an officer who had worked as an instructor at the police academy who was called as a witness, saying that while officers often work together to ensure the safety of the people they have in custody, it is primarily the responsibility of the driver to protect the person who was in the back of one of those transport vans. And they said that in making their case that Porter was not the driver in that case.
Well, that's interesting. I didn't know. I also know that they sent the judge a note. Hey, can you guys kill the air? It's very cold in the courtroom. You guys got to warm it up a little bit.
Sounds like it looked pretty grisly. Yesterday morning, a man left in critical condition after suffering a heart attack and falling off of one of the escalators at the L'Enfant Plaza metro station yesterday morning.
So he was on the escalator, suffered a heart attack, and tumbled?
It's like 7:30 in the morning.
Oh, my God.
Packed with people. They said that the people who were there said it was pretty bad initially, thinking the man was dead.
Wasn't that in a movie?
Falling off an escalator?
No, like tumbling down. Like didn't I can't remember. Maybe I'm making that up in my head. But I thought there was a movie about like some guy. I don't know. I don't think he had a heart attack and did it, but like got stuck on an escalator, and then like I don't know if it was whatever it was in the movie, but then just started tumbling down and taking everybody with him. I don't remember. I feel like that was in a movie at some point. Anyway, back to L'Enfant Plaza.
So the last we had heard is that it was a heart attack. The man was in critical condition as of last word.
Oh, he's alive, though.
Well, he was in critical condition
okay.
as of last word. A former high school student out of Chesterfield County, Virginia, sentenced to 8 years in prison for stabbing a fellow classmate in school last year. The former Manchester high school student, Chad Hensley, apparently was going after another fellow student because I guess there was a little rivalry going on between the two of them and a girl that they both had an interest in. He, Hensley, stabbed the other student in the neck and upper body. Thankfully, he survived. Again, both of them 17 at the time that this happened. The judge sentenced him to 20 years, suspended 12. So he will end up with 8 for the malicious wounding charge. But when you throw in time served, it's down to 7 years. And I guess he did apologize for his actions. I didn't talk to Roach about it last night, and I didn't know if you had heard about anything more about this Pearl Jam tour that's supposed to be heating up.
I did not talk to Roach on purpose. No. I mean, I have no idea. I feel like you hear rumors pop up from time to time about them going back out on the road again.
I guess they were suspecting there may be some sort of announcement today. If not today, maybe sometime over the weekend, maybe on Monday. We'll see.
Oh, I'll text Catherine.
I mean, but some of the rumored dates did include an April 13th stop in Jacksonville, and then you've got, shows in Philly and New York and Buffalo. So, and then on into a couple of dates in Canada. But
wouldn't surprise me, though.
Yeah.
It's election time. They generally tend to like to go out around elections.
Apparently, the more you work out, the more alcohol you crave. 2 new studies suggest that there is a link between exercise and drinking. One out of Penn State called it an unequivocal correlation between exercise and then drinking when the workout was particularly strenuous. Scientists say it's possible, but that by drinking after a workout, we are subconsciously trying to extend the euphoria you get when you get that little workout high. Some squirrels are apparently wreaking havoc in a certain town in California. The Marin County Humane Society says there has been a string of squirrel attacks that go back the last 2.5 years during a particular...
2.5 years?
At a particular intersection. They describe them as a squirrel suddenly running up to a victim, crawling up their body, and then biting them.
Oh, my God.
At least 8 people have been injured in this way. They said it's very unusual behavior for
very unusual
for a squirrel to do that. They said rabies is rare in squirrels. Did you think that?
Every squirrel I look at has rabies. No. Every squirrel, every rat,
anything that lives outside.
Every animal has rabies.
But I said, I guess they said they're doing sort of an anti-rabies.
Rabies are rare in squirrels?
That's what it says. They
said idea.
Some anti-rabies medications have been given to people who have fallen victim to the squirrels. Just as a precaution.
By the way, the rabies wouldn't kill me. The heart attack would of a squirrel charging me and running up my leg. The only thing that makes me think of, I've told you this story when handicapped Vince had the lizard run up his pant leg and he had to rip his pants down to pull the lizard out of his pants. I've never told you that story.
Does not sound familiar. Did you tell that to Weiland?
I think I told him in Dubai. No, that happened to my friend Vince, handicapped Vince. And keep in mind, he's not really limber, but he can't move.
Wait, was this recent?
No, I don't know. Handful of years ago? No, it had to be longer than that.
Well,
10 years ago?
What state was he in terms of his health?
What do you mean? Well, he wasn't in a chair.
Oh. Okay, so he wasn't sitting in the wheelchair when it happened.
No, he was on crutches.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and he was standing somewhere, and all of a sudden, he threw his crutches down, which is very weird for his balance, and he started undoing his pants and yelling. We were like, oh my God.
What was he yelling? Something's in my...
I don't know what he was yelling. And he started ripping his pants. We were like, dude, what are you doing? And he got his pants down, and sure as hell, there was a lizard climbing up his thigh.
I guess there was a pretty exciting Thursday night football game on last night after falling behind 20-0. Packers rallied to beat the Lions 27-23. Aaron Rodgers threw for a pair of touchdowns, including a 61-yard Hail Mary to Richard Rodgers. So they thought
that pass is unbelievable.
Thought the Lions had it, and then there was the face mask call.
That pass is unbelievable. He lets that thing go. By the way, and it was like such a big arc, and he was like, listen, I knew I had to buy the receivers time to get down there, but he chucks that thing, and it just sits up there forever. The play is unbelievable to watch. It is unreal.
Obviously, football fans in the D.C. area looking forward to Monday Night Football, Redskins and the Cowboys this week. You also get the New York Jets and Giants facing off this weekend. Browns Bengals play this weekend. The Buccaneers playing the Falcons. Texans are in Buffalo. Ravens and the Dolphins are in Miami. Jaguars are on the road in Tennessee. The Patriots play the Eagles. Saints taking on the unbeaten Panthers at the Superdome. The Sunday night game has the Steelers and the Colts, and Roethlisberger has been cleared.
Yeah, I don't know if he's playing, but I know he was cleared and definitely back in. The other big one that everybody was waiting to see was Allen Hurns, the wide receiver from the Jaguars, not cleared out of protocol yet. So he was not cleared, but Roethlisberger was.
And I guess will we start to hear some of the guests fairly soon who will be joining Coldplay?
By the way, isn't that great news? I love Coldplay. So they're your Super Bowl halftime performers.
Yeah.
But I guess the NFL spokesperson.
Oh, does that mean Gwyneth will be up there?
God, I hope
good.
not. God,
Goop at the
not.
Super Bowl.
I hope not. No, but they were saying they were going to get performers from over the last 50 years. Now, I don't know who they end up going to get. I hope it's not all like from the last 2 or 3 years. Like, I want them to go like pull some people out.
God. I mean, didn't they say like the last rock group was The Who?
When was ZZ Top?
I think they were before that, weren't they?
When were the Chili Peppers?
Oh, that's a good question.
I'm excited. I don't care what people say.
What, about the Coldplay performance? Yeah. Oh, they'll be fantastic. No, listen, we've said that 100 times. There are people who go like, Coldplay. See them live, and you'll never say that again.
Mm-hmm.
Well, even Deadspin wrote a whole article about it yesterday entitled, Coldplay are playing the Super Bowl halftime show, and LOL, you're going to love it.
They're unbelievable.
and they write
unbelievable live.
They write in it, there's a whole description of what's going to happen.
Nice guys.
It says, blah, blah, blah. They'll do Yellow and you'll be unmoved. Then they'll do Viva La Vida and you'll be unmoved. And then they'll do a new song and you'll be super unmoved. And then they'll do some garish duet with Meghan Trainor or J. Cole or someone even worse and you'll be super duper unmoved. And then they'll do Fix You and get to this part and you will lose your S.
They're great live. They really are. But no, they'll drag a bunch of people out. But remember, like, I don't remember how far back you have to go. But Super Bowl halftime show used to be a college band,
oh,
like
God,
a marching
that was
band,
forever ago, right?
I want to say no. Go back to when the Redskins were winning Super Bowls. It was marching bands.
90s.
I don't know how far back you have to go before it's. But you always got. Oh, I hope they bring back. Now, never mind, Elliot. That's a horrible reference. No, but it used to be like nothing. Halftime was nothing. You know who I don't want back? Madonna.
Yeah.
I don't want her back.
Well, I mean, Beyonce's on the new
I'll
album.
take her back.
So
take her. I don't need Katy Perry back.
Bruno Mars.
He
awesome. Was great.
He was fantastic.
TJ Oshie with a pair of goals last night to lead the Capitals 3-2 over Montreal. The other goal, Tom Wilson. They are in Winnipeg tomorrow afternoon to play the Jets. That is an afternoon game, so it's a 3:00 start there. LeBron and the Cavaliers are in New Orleans tonight to play the Pelicans. They had their third regular season game from Mexico last night with the Celtics beating the Kings 114-97. Wizards have a couple of games at home this weekend. They're at the playing the Phoenix Suns tonight, and then Sunday they'll host Dallas. Congratulations to Rory McIlroy. He is engaged again, proposing to girlfriend Erica Stoll at the Eiffel Tower.
Didn't he
Paris.
Just break that off? What's her face?
Caroline Wozniacki.
Yeah.
Right. It's been less than a year.
Has it really?
I don't know why that's. I want to say it happened in March, maybe. But
wait, so that ended in March, and he's already engaged? Dude, put it in your pants.
I don't know why March stands out to me.
First of all, you're Rory McIlroy. Throw it around a little bit.
Well, I'm sure since that time he probably has.
And wasn't the big thing with the Wozniacki one, like they just sent out the wedding invitations? Like everybody got their invitations.
Yeah, and didn't he do it over the phone like a coward?
I thought, well, they were
or did
busy.
He tweet it?
They're both very busy.
Right. That is a look at news and sports.
Hi, Elliot in the morning.
Hello?
Hey, who's this?
My name's Kelly.
Hey, Kelly, how are you?
I'm doing fine.
Good. How was your night last night?
It was good. Went to trivia.
How'd you do?
Our team won.
You know what? Go you. Way to kick some ass.
Oh, yeah.
Way to do it. What is your category of specialty?
Probably like just entertainment or art.
Oh, all right. Good for you. Good for you. All right. Well, do you have a big weekend planned? I have tickets for you. I'd like to send you to go see Neon Trees tomorrow night.
Awesome.
Yeah, that should be good. Get 3 of your friends, and I'll give you 4 tickets, and you will go see them tomorrow, okay?
All right, sounds good.
You got it. Have yourself a great weekend. Hold tight 1 second for me, please. Hi, Elliot in the morning. Hello?
Hey, good morning.
Good morning. Who is this?
Matt.
Hey, Matt, how are you, sir?
Loving life. How about you?
I am loving life as well. I've got 2 things for you. Number 1, I'm going to also give you tickets to go see Neon Trees. That show is tomorrow. They're doing it in a little exclusive show. But if you hold tight, I can do that. My other question for you, are you not or I should say, are you like one of those, I don't want to say Disney nerds, Disney fanatics?
Disney?
Yeah, as in Walt Disney World?
I'm not a fanatic, but my kids love it, so I've been dragged there 5 or 6 times.
Oh, have you really?
Oh, 5 or 6.
That's a lot. That's a lot. No, and you know what? And I should have mentioned this yesterday. We talked to Jim Brewer yesterday. And you remember Jim Brewer from Saturday Night Live and stand-up comic.
Yeah.
He's going to be in town next week. Anyway, we were talking to him yesterday. I don't know if you heard him when he was on with us. Just say you did. And we were talking about over Thanksgiving, he took his family to Disney World. And that's fine. And then he was talking about Brian Johnson and being at his house. And so I ended up getting focused on that. But did you see somebody just started and it's really, really smart. It's really smart. But somebody just started like a dating site or a dating service that is, I don't want to say just for, but is just for Disney freaks.
Now,
How smart is that?
Is it only for like the people who are like fanatics about going to the park, or is it about fans in general, like people who love the movies? And
you know what? I would bet it would probably start crossing into several, but I would bet the majority are people who are obsessed with the park.
Yeah.
It is the place to connect people who love Disney and who want the same magic in their relationship. That's what it is.
all right.
By the way, how genius is that?
I think that's genius.
It
smart.
really
it's not like there's ever a huge lull in the people going through the gates.
It's nerdy. It's ridiculous. No, but think about it. We know 2. Hey, hold on 1 second. All right, hold on 1 sec. Let me get you your tickets. Hey, enjoy Neon Trees tomorrow night. Hold on 1 second for me, please. Boxer goes every year. No, I'm being serious.
I know.
Yeah, no, I'm not crapping on him. Well, I kind of am. But he goes every year. Right. But I guarantee you, if his wife left him, he would sign up for that. I can't imagine somebody like Boxer not being with somebody who doesn't also obsess over Disney.
Like he wouldn't put up with someone who just tolerated it.
No, you would have to be in.
Yeah.
You would have to be in.
Yeah, because if you have like no interest, like I've seen some of the movies. They're fine. Like you're not a fanatic about it. That'd be hard to like immerse yourself in it as an adult.
See, and a part of me wants to say, yeah, but if you could learn to do that. Like, for example, Jackie really didn't care about hockey at all before we got together.
Right.
But now she's totally in. But if I lived by the rules of Disney, I never would have got together with Jackie. Now, I will tell you this. I don't know if one exists, but I do have a buddy, a loose friend, who is a diehard Subaru owner and is like on all the Subaru forums and everything. He has not intentionally, but has only met girlfriends through chat rooms and Subaru message boards and has only dated, for the most part, women who are part of that.
Interesting.
This thing's genius. Who's the other person we know? Why can't I think of it? Who's the other person we know that's a diehard Disney? Oh, Kristen Kristen Vanden Hoogen.
Right.
Yeah. Same thing. I can't imagine her being with somebody who wasn't obsessed or completely into Disney.
It's one thing.
You know what the weirdest thing is about this dating site, though? It's not owned by Disney.
So, I mean, did they in some way have to sign off on it?
I don't.
Are they using? I don't know. Using copyrighted images or logos or?
These are my own pictures.
A mouse mingle, I feel like could that's the name of the site.
Is it really?
It could be fought in court, and Disney with their legal team probably would win.
They have some deep lawyers, but you can't. No, they don't own the word mouse.
I know, but
they own Mouse House.
If in some way they use that image of the the Mickey Mouse
no,
ears.
that they couldn't do. Put a little Mickey in your Mini.
Okay.
That you could do. Why? What's wrong with that?
Sounds like a date rape site. They use the mouse.
That's their image.
No.
You don't think Disney has the image of Mickey's head copyrighted?
No, I guarantee you they do, because that's why they went after Manson.
But in some way, that image that Mouse Mingle is using is probably slightly off.
I can tell you this based on personal experience. It has to be really off because no, this one was never a problem.
Oh.
The Harley Davidson logo was a problem. That was a massive problem.
I won't even put that on Instagram for like TBTs. That's how scared I am of the HD people.
Oh, Harley was pissed.
Well, you would think Disney has that same sort of attitude when it comes to somebody screwing with their brand.
Is there any chance Disney's behind it, but silently?
I don't think so.
So you think this is all done behind their back? Yeah. It's genius. It's genius.
Did you get into the details of the site?
I did not.
Upon joining, members are asked to indicate whether they're just looking for a park pal or a more serious relationship.
Pork pal,
No,
yeah.
Park
so
pal.
is this like, hey, I'm going to be here this week, but I'm going by my own. I'm going by myself. Does anybody want to hang out that week?
Do people do
let's
that?
go ride rides together?
Is it? Can I ask you this? Is Disney? Do people go to Disney? Kaylee, will you do me a favor? Will you find me a Disney not aficionado? What's the word I'm looking for? Enthusiast? Somebody who loves going to Disney, who goes all the time. Please. 866 to Elliot, 866-235-5468. But that's a good question. Are there people who just go and are looking for a park pal? And it's like, hey, I'm going to be there. Let's just meet up.
Clearly.
God
Think
damn,
about it,
that's
though.
smart.
Like you said, your friend with like the Subaru thing.
Right.
It's one thing to have like he loves those vehicles. That's all he'll drive. He's really into the different makes, models, whatever, and being in the chat rooms. But it's like if you hook up with somebody who's like the Disney freak.
Okay,
I get 1 week off.
Freaks.
Come on.
They're not
Okay,
freaks.
freak in a nice way.
This is like when Ken Marino and Joe Lo Truglio kept using the word drunk on the vlog of them trying Hulad. The guy kept saying, "No, we don't like to use that word."
But think about like people get a lot of times it's 1 week off a year. That's all you get for vacation.
And they
I
go
gotta
to
go to
Disney.
Disney every time. Like newly coming into this relationship.
But there are people that like that.
I know, but that's why it's good for this dating site because
No, it's genius.
But the average person, I don't want to go back there again.
If that's what you loved, you would.
But meeting somebody else who's not like that would be like you said to sort of ease into that type of mindset as an adult. That would not be
that might
easy.
be a little bit rough.
That would not be easy.
But think about it, you're going to be at Disney, right? You're a single woman.
I think the Park Pal thing is great.
It's genius. It's genius.
And nobody has thought of that up until now?
Well, this has been in the works for like 5 years.
But it's finally up and running.
But yes, it's 1955 was the year they opened their first theme park.
Anyway, yes, I'm sorry.
That's why it cost $12.55 to make contact with a member.
Is that a month?
God, Tyler.
It's a freemium model,
Right.
free to browse, but costs $12.55 to make contact with a single member.
Oh, it's like eHarmony.
All right, so the next step after
Right.
determining if you're looking for the
Park pal.
PP or the serious relationship.
You call it PP.
Hey, you want to see my PP?
Well, why would you phrase it that way? It stands for Park Pal.
Yeah, okay. That's me, my park pal. You want to see my park pal?
You're looking for PP. You have to confess your quote unquote Disney nerd level. That's their term. And it ranges from I'm the Disney person at work,
Boxer.
or I still have a lot to learn. So they'll take on
They'll take a newbie.
newbies. Yeah, noobs.
By the way, you know who is a big Disney head?
Who?
Hunter Pence.
Oh,
From
didn't
the
he just get engaged?
He got engaged at Disney. Yeah. With like all the lights going off over the castle and stuff.
Okay.
And he's
Is
like,
that where that was? Why did I think he got engaged in Paris, like at the Eiffel Tower? Or maybe, are you sure it wasn't King's Dominion?
It definitely wasn't King's Dominion.
Okay.
Why were there skunks chasing him through the park trying to bite him?
I thought he...
No,
maybe
he's
I'm
got the squirrel problem.
I mean, maybe...
Is he still with the Giants?
Yes, he is.
Great joke, then. Not a great joke when you have to ask a question as a follow-up.
Oh, you're right. I don't know, for some reason I was
He's on a
confusing
balcony,
him.
and
Yeah.
Disney did like a whole video of it.
Yeah.
And by the way, you could see in his eyes, he's like, oh my God, I'm at the mouse house.
You think that's
Well, he
more
even-
him or
No,
more the
it's all him.
fiance?
It's all him. At one point, he even says, Denise, will you be my park pal?
No, he didn't.
All right, so then you have to check off settings to help zero in on your best match,
Right.
including your favorite prince and princesses.
Oh, I'd be out there.
List your annual park passes.
You know what? That's like asking somebody their salary.
Like how many times you've gone?
No, aren't you talking about
Like
like a
level or something.
like a season pass, a yearly pass, a premium pass, Euro pass?
And your other Disney passions, including
I can't think
cruise
of-
line,
Oh my God!
cosplay, and hold before you continue to mock
Cosplay. Go ahead.
Star Wars.
Oh, brand new. It's brand new.
Yeah.
That would make sense. By the way, I can't think of one Disney prince. Oh, that's not true.
Yes.
Ali.
Oh,
Fabulous
from Aladdin?
he,
Ali
Yeah.
Ababa.
Ali Ababa.
That's the only one I can name. I can't name any princes. The only princess that comes to mind is Mulan.
That's the one that comes to mind?
Oh, Snow White.
Cinderella?
Okay, there's three. I can't.
You know, all of their female leads are considered essentially princesses.
With Ariel?
And how about Frozen?
Oh, I don't know their names. Elsa?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know their names.
The
But it rolled right off my tongue.
Hey, what's up, Davis? The
Rapunzel?
Oh, see, that would have never crossed my mind. What's the one with the stepsisters?
Cinderella.
Got it.
Belle?
Nailed it. Belle. Who is she?
Yeah.
Beauty and the Beast?
Oh, yeah. I've seen
If
that.
you would have given him 2 seconds, he would have named it.
Yeah.
No, but I don't see a ton of Disney. Mulan comes to mind.
We've named movies that have stretched 30 years.
Yeah.
I don't see a ton. That's like the woman, it was months ago, but it stood out because it sounded like she was living under a rock when she's like, I haven't seen Lion King yet. Really? Yet?
Oh, but there's no prince or princess in Lion King.
Well,
Simba and Nala.
yeah.
Okay, they're animals.
But if one is the king of the Pride Lands,
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
his father, he's the
Whoa.
prince.
Whoa, struck a nerve.
Oh, wait, who is it that's taking crap for holding a kid like it's Simba? Oh, Donald Trump.
Oh, did he do that?
There's a picture of him like holding up a kid and trying to like snuggle him, but like he's holding him up in the air.
Does he
and they
do that
refer to
after
it
he's-
as, like Trump picks up Simba?
Did he do that after he signed the woman's boob in Manassas?
That's hysterical, though. That's Manassas. Don't fault Trump for that. That's Manassas. That's why it's America's most livable community. Where am I going, Kaylee? Wait, by the way, are there any other companies that could do this? Because this, I'm telling you, this is the most genius thing ever.
Wait, you mean dating sites?
But strictly
for-
built around,
Yeah, absolutely.
name one.
Well, you could take, you mentioned Star Wars.
Yeah,
You
but
just take that out of it.
no, but that's like being part of a fan club.
So is this.
No, this gives you a destination. This gives you a cruise. This gives you so
I'm
much
not
more
looking
than just
for a cruise cuddle. I'm looking for a serious relationship.
yes, but
I'm just a disc jockey who used to work in Rockville, Maryland.
no, but
don't know
you know
where
what
he
I
is
mean?
now.
Columbus.
Oh.
The just had a second kid. The and is still pissed at the guy who was living in his basement. The hey, you know what? It was better than living in my car. The no. But my point is, yes, if you're a Subaru guy like my buddy was, and he was only going to date women that he met through like Subaru chat rooms and stuff. Yes, they have that in common.
How about Apple?
No, because you don't go to Cupertino and like
Yeah, but what about Apple stores? Openings.
no,
Look at
you're
all the
not doing
people
that.
that camp
Why
out for
not?
stuff.
Okay, well then now I'm on the Chick-fil-A message board camping out to get a goddamn sandwich. No, you can't go spend a vacation at Chick-fil-A. You can't go spend a vacation at an Apple store.
But you can go to the city it's in.
No. You go to Disney.
Disney's so huge. It's going to be hard to replicate that because of the scope.
Exactly, but that's why it's so genius.
Or what about like roller coaster people?
No, that's just people who want to go around and see different roller coasters. But I'm not saying that there aren't people who would only date other roller coaster enthusiasts. I think you call them freaks. But this one works. The only other thing that I can think of is cruises.
So you won't count anything that's just happens to be in a... Like, we know there are bridge people.
There are bridge people.
Train
There's
people.
baseball people. But we only know one train guy.
Baseball people? What does that mean?
Like to travel around to go see different stadiums.
His name's Mike Jones.
No, exactly. But you can be a baseball person and go, hey, I'm looking for a park pal, and I'm going to go to Pittsburgh. Let's meet up there. I'm going to go to Milwaukee. I'm going to go to San Francisco. I'm going to go to Seattle. Like wherever you're going.
Whatever team's message board, you probably do that, right?
Was Jones's named friend Mike his park pal?
Yes.
Oh.
Where am I going? Line 7? By the way, I think that guy's going to Arizona now to go work for the Diamondbacks.
His friend?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I think his friend's going to work for the Diamondbacks.
For or at?
No. At. Part of
Yeah.
That's what I'm asking. For the stadium or like for the
I don't know. He's doing
front
something.
office.
He's not a front office guy.
I don't know.
No, I don't know what he's doing. But Jones was just telling me the other day he's going to do something for the Diamondbacks.
And so wait a minute. Did he not know him until they met up on a message board, or are these like longtime friends?
They met up on MLB Mingle.
That's what I mean. Okay, I'll meet you in section
I have no
236.
idea. I bet that goes on,
and I'll have
though.
my Black O's
I bet
jersey
that
on.
goes on. That's hot. Oh, you know what? This guy, is that a woman? Yeah, Angie. She's absolutely right. Harry Potter would work as a dating site. Yes, it would. Because now you got a park to go visit. You got all that
there's a couple of different
stuff.
places that have like Harry Potter sections, right?
Let's go play Quidditch. Use these balls. No, you know who would join that? Solano. Oh, I have all the books leather bound.
I'll be sitting on top of all my leather bound books with a rose.
Line 7. Hi, Elliot in the morning. Hello?
Okay.
Yes, hi. Who is this?
This is Dan. How you doing, man?
Hey, what's going on, dude?
Hey, I was calling because I'm a Disney fanatic, man. I got the points like Brewer does.
Oh, sure.
Me and my wife went down there like the first year we were dating. I got engaged down there. I got married down there. Everything.
Hey, let me ask you this: is your wife also a Disney fanatic?
Yeah.
Could you ever see yourself dating somebody who was not a Disney fanatic?
I had before I met my wife and all that. I grew up. I went to the parks a bunch when I was a kid.
Right.
And then a couple years there, I didn't go. I dated other people, whatever. Met my wife, we decided to go, and ever since then we've been like every single year.
If you were to let's just kind of role play this for a second. Your wife leaves you, and you're single. Would you join the Disney dating service?
Yeah, man.
Absolutely. See, and I would be willing to bet that you would not want to marry a woman now who was not interested in sharing your love for Disney.
Man, I got timeshare points at Disney. I got to marry
There you
somebody.
go.
You know what I mean? What am I going to do with all these timeshare points if I don't go? Like,
Yeah.
oh, great, let's go and sit there and expire.
Yeah, no, you can't do that.
Yeah, man. You guys post this on Facebook, the website?
Yeah,
Oh.
absolutely. Hold tight. Yeah, we'll do that for you. Thank you, my friend.
I'm gonna send it to my family. I got like a cousin that's single and she's in love with Disney. My whole family is. It's a big thing.
So Disney is like a whole thing. Hey, do you know Kristen Vanden Hoogen?
Nah.
What about Boxer?
I don't even know who you're talking about, man.
Boxer, loser disc jockey. All right, dude, I appreciate it. Thank you, my friend.
Hey, man, can I get a T-shirt? I love your show.
Hey.
Every single morning. I'll
Yes.
play my day around when Chrysler's on there. I'll play my whole day around it.
Jesus, you're hardcore. Trust me, I love you for that. Hey, hold tight 1 second. I don't know if I have anything, but hold on 1 second. By the way, is this a chick from the site?
Yeah.
Piece of ass. Look at her. That's a... Whoa, no. That's a hot little body. First of all, what age are we giving that?
Hopefully you have to be 18 to join the site.
Sweet. That's a hot little
She
body.
looks 18.
Her boobs do.
That's her.
That's her again? She's beautiful. I would have never nailed her as a Disney freak.
She looks like a mail order bride.
She does. She's gorgeous. She's gorgeous. Who's that one? But they love wearing... What's up, baby? Oh, I like her.
Gross. You can't say that.
Yes, yeah. She's got a good body. The face is whatevs.
Disney lawyer line 2.
By the way, some of the chicks are hot. Want to be my Pluto? I'll be Uranus.
Okay. That is not a Disney character.
Oh, here we go. I'm standing with Darth Vader.
Oh, I'm going to search hashtag Star Wars. Because you can search by hashtag.
Give me your lightsaber. Who was the other place that somebody said? Oh, Lego. They could do one. You got Lego Land. You got the Lego Plant. You got Lego Stores. Don'd be all about it.
That's actually a good one.
She'd be your BM. Brick Monkey.
Oh.
No, not a bowel movement, Diane.
I couldn't think of what BM was. I was like, B.
I don't think he means Bloody Mary.
That's pretty good.
Oh, here's some other selection choices you have on the site.
Go ahead.
You have to list your hours, and you do early bird, night owl, I'm a day person, or part vampire.
Oh, I'm part vampire.
Oh, my God.
Want to see my Huey, Dewey, and Louie?
Favorite character?
Favorite character?
You got like 60 choices.
50,000.
Oh, my God.
You want to see my bare necessities?
Oh, favorite Disney song.
Oh, bare necessities. 'Cause it's the bare necessities. That's the only line I know.
That is on there. I just checked it.
Oh, wait. Is it really? Oh, good. That's a good song. 'Cause it's the bare zippity. Oh, you can't do that one anymore. That one's been banned.
I kind of like that ballad from Beauty and the Beast.
Oh, I can't think of what's the
Tale as Old as Time, whatever it is. Oh crap!
What's
Beauty
the
and the Beast.
song? What's the song from Frozen? Why can't I think of
Let
the
It
song?
Go.
Let It Go. That's
Yeah.
it. That's it.
I
Hi,
thought
Davis.
Diane was trying to cue me to sing "Be Our Guest." I guess not. I was going to totally slow it down, sort of like they did with Pompeii last night at the beginning. Just to sing it again. You like this? Favorite Marvel franchise?
Oh, dude, I didn't even think.
Oh,
now I'm in.
now it's cool.
Now I'm in. Oh, Iron Man, definitely. Definitely.
Okay, so I checked Bare
Want to take a
Necessities
lookie at my Loki?
and Iron Man.
Oh, you should be getting trimmed like crazy.
He seems cute.
Just show me the picture of that one chick, the mail order woman.
Have you ever attended a Disney wedding?
Multiple. Yeah.
How about a Disney candlelight procession?
What is that?
Do they do that at the parks?
Hold on, give me a freak. Where am I going?
Wait, I'm going to check
Oh,
Mickey's.
don't say freak.
Wait, a Disney?
This is Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party.
Hi, Elliot in the morning.
Hey,
Yes, hi, who's this?
this is Sarah. I know of two Disney freaks. One who I'm sure she is all over this. She is a single mom of 3. She goes to a Disney park at least twice a year because here's what she does. She takes the whole family, so all 3 kids and her, for one trip, and then every year she picks one of the kids, and they go to a Disney location anywhere in the world, but it has to be Disney. They do one Disney cruise a year on top of the 2 park visits.
Oh, my God.
She's a nut. She is crazy, and it's no wonder she's divorced, but she's crazy. So the other one, and I'm kind of embarrassed that I know 2 people who are like this because what does that say about me? But the other one is married and has 2 little kids, and they are actually at Disney right now, and they take the family usually about once a year, but she and her husband will also take a husband and wife Disney trip every single year without the kids. And she admits she's a freak about it. She's obsessed. She talks all about the park passes, and she was first in line at Epcot the other day. And
ooh, wow! First in line for Epcot. You mean the place that nobody goes to?
Nobody cares.
Please, but like if you, hey, thank you, ma'am. I appreciate it. Thank you.
yeah.
But like if you live in Orlando or if you live in Los Angeles, like when I lived in LA, I never went. But like, do Like, people there don't go, do they?
So my brother works for Disney, so it's a different situation. He spent Thanksgiving at the park.
Oh, did he see Brewer?
Was Brewer at Disneyland or Disney World?
He was World.
Yeah, my brother obviously
was
Land.
Yeah.
Well, my sister lived in...
Did he spend it there because he was working, or did he spend it there because he's like, God, this is the greatest place on earth?
Well, I think they get in for free. So they just went to hang out. They have no family out there. He and his girlfriend.
So wait, did they go? But does he go a lot?
Here and there. Not as much as, and I'll leave you with this. One of the final questions is, how many times in your life have you visited a Disney park? One of the choices is more than 200 times.
Oh, my God.
More than 200?
How many people check that?
Who's got that kind of money? That's expensive.
I feel like, you know how like it's here for people who live in a certain part of the country?
There they are. Oh, my God. I don't know what character that is. What character is that?
That's Jake from Jake and the Neverland Pirates.
Oh, yeah. Well, that was his date for Thanksgiving.
He was there with his girlfriend.
Jake was asking him about my son. That's what the text message says. And that's what I told my son, and he believed it.
Jake wants to know if will you hold me?
So you don't know well enough.
I don't. I had nothing good.
No, but for like people who live in like the DC area, a lot of times you don't go see any of the attractions because you've seen them all from the time you were a kid.
That's true. No, that's true.
But
that's
you
true.
Go when family comes into town or friends.
You're gonna let that go.
Elliot just crapped his pants.
Seriously.
I told you.
What?
I'm not
no, but that wasn't
for my body.
I thought you were ripping something.
I was.
How have you not passed out?
That was what? It sounded like a sound effect that you wouldn't believe. Like, okay.
You know what? Too much. Tone it down. Tone it down. All right, let's do some follow-up phone calls, please. 866-2-ELLIOT, 866-235-5468. Any good stories from yesterday, last night, anything at all that you want to get into, it doesn't matter to me. 866-2-ELLIOT, 866-235-5468.
Elliot in the morning.
Hi, Elliot in the morning.
Hey, guys.
Hey, who's this?
Dave. There's all kinds of these sites. There's everything from the one that's local that's really big is Civil War reenactors.
Now, wait a minute, but they don't have like their own official dating website, do they?
There's a bunch of them, but they're embedded. You have to go to like one of the chat or one of the show chat sites, and then there'll be ads for them on those sites.
Oh, really?
But you generally can't Google for them.
I gotcha. But is that so the like in the reenactment world? That's like. But you know what? I mean, listen. If you're gonna say if you're gonna give me like Harry Potter and Lego. I mean, listen, reenactment's not my thing, but
it gets stranger than that if you really want to go down the list. I had a thing for about 2 years where it was fun to just sign up my friends for different websites like this, just to mess with them.
Thanks, Dick.
And there's everything from tall people to short people to ranging from midgets to extremely tall people.
Right.
Zombie passion.
Oh, hi, Scott.
Nudist ones, and just for Kaylee, there's always the gluten-free website.
You know what? I need somebody who's really just Civil War, but gluten-free. Very important to me. Holy hell! So
there's all kinds of fun stuff out there.
They get really, really specific. That's interesting. All right, dude. Hey, listen, I appreciate the phone call. Thank you, bro.
Have a good one, man.
Yeah, hey, have a good Hanukkah.
Don't think.
Oh, you know what? I was supposed to mention this to you yesterday.
Oh, I thought you meant Hanukkah on stage.
Yesterday,
was it Mayberry or something?
Mayberry, exactly. Did you know? Because Scott likes Mayberry RFD.
Well, no.
Yes.
The Andy Griffith show.
The Andy Griffith show, right.
Mayberry RFD was a spinoff, thank you very much.
Right, okay, but still related.
Sure.
And Scott fell in love with Andy Griffith because of rain delays. Hey, by the way, is it tonight the banquet?
I think so,
Yeah, I think tonight is the Spring Cup banquet. Anyway.
Is it Drew Carey?
Is that who it is? Oh, that's so much better than Jay Moore. Drew Carey will be good.
Hopefully.
Anyway, so during rain delays, obviously they show the Andy Griffith show a lot, and Scott loves a rain delay. Did you know, somebody was just telling me this, if you go to Mayberry, like the actual town of Mayberry, which I don't know where it is.
I thought wasn't that based on like, I want to say Cary, North Carolina, I may be wrong. But there's not an actual Mayberry, but the town
but
it was
wherever that's supposed to be.
Yeah.
You can get a tour of the town, but they put you in an old-timey squad car.
Sweet.
I thought you would love that.
I mean, just because
to share with Scott, to go home and go, honey, I found something for you.
Just because
I thought you'd be a little more excited.
He's not one to travel for something like that.
What, to go tour Mayberry in a squad car?
No.
Andy. Oh, I hope he's there. He had his call at 7. And then the other thing, real quick, and then I got to get into some more calls. I'm going to vote the answer is yes. Star Wars Scott is very concerned because of Disney buying Star Wars that he's now considered a Disney freak. So, yeah, the answer is yes, you are. So instead of Star Wars Scott, you're now Disney freak Scott.
Correction, it's Mount Airy, North Carolina.
Oh, Scott just
Thanks,
not Disney freak Scott. Your husband Scott just texted you.
Not DFS.
No, but if you go there, you get a tour in a squad car. That's pretty awesome.
I mean, for fans, sure. I mean, you've got the people that go to.
You don't think people go?
People go to the Christmas Story house all the time.
I guarantee you, people go there. All right, wait. Are you giving me something, or am I okay?
Well, this is from July.
Right.
I can't find what you're talking about in a current story, but back to July. A Mount Airy resident, well known for portraying Otis the town drunk as part of the local Mayberry culture, is hospitalized with severe burns from a freak accident, ironically involving a replica squad car.
Oh.
Otis, one of the best characters on that show, by the way.
Says Diane.
Yes. I'll take that.
Was that Don? No, who was Don Knotts?
Barney Fife.
Okay, sorry.
Jesus.
I don't know the show that well.
Well, you know what? This is like what.
Andy,
this is how I.
Andy,
this is how I.
Dinner's on the table. Come home.
How I feel when I can't rattle off hockey names.
By the way, that's embarrassing. That is embarrassing.
The quote is, "The carburetor kind of backfired and caught him on fire." I have no update.
Not funny.
Outside of the skin grafts.
Oh, Otis looks so shiny. All right, now I got Mayberry. Will you ask the Mayberry people to hold for 1 second? I promise I'll get to them.
Hold on, Sarah.
But it's
switchboard lady.
But first, let me go to line 8. Is this Joe Hospital?
Hey, man.
Hey, how are you, sir?
Doing well. Good morning.
Good morning. Am I on a speakerphone?
Yeah, hold on.
Yeah, no. Joe's making poop. How far away did you put the phone? How long of a walk is it to take me off
the other side of the room?
Oh, the hospitals have very big rooms. Very big rooms.
Yeah, they're huge.
Hey, Joe, how are you, sir? Oh, you know what? He hit off and not talk. Hello? Kaylee, can you call Joe back real quick? Damn it. You know who that is?
I do, yeah.
Yeah, this is our in.
Is it? It sounds like it's hard to get hold of him.
No, it's hard to keep him on hold. Wait, is 7 him?
Elliot.
There you are. Hey, Joe, what's going on?
What's going on with you?
Joe Hospital, I've mentioned you a couple of, over the last couple of days.
Yeah, I've been, heating up over here. Everybody's bugging me about Elliot's hot for this new beer.
Oh, well, so much for as trying to surprise you. Dude, Joe used to live down the street from me. Very, very nice man, both he and his wife, Bev. But you guys own the Dogfish Heads in the area.
Yeah, that's correct.
We are obsessed with, Lord! We are obsessed with wanting to try it.
Hey, you almost said that exactly right.
Well, I'm practicing for when I taste it. I've watched the video with Ken Marino and Joe Latrulio.
Oh, from the That's Odd, Let's Drink It series?
Exactly. So listen, I know that you guys had the big out in Rehoboth. You guys had the big what do you call it, like tapping or whatever it was, the unveiling.
Yeah. I mean, they introduced it and they had the beer advocate guys there. I'm sure it was Geek Town for the beer guys.
Yeah, well,
So-
it should be. It was Geek Town for all of us.
Yeah.
Have you had it?
I have not had it. It's they do these snap releases like that, but I'm telling you, I talked to the brewery yesterday because
Right.
I heard you were on the path looking for this, and they're going to send us some. So we're going to get like a growler of it to get it over to you so you can drink it.
Oh, yes! 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 Yes, that's awesome! In about 5 years, that will arrive, and no, dude, that's awesome. Hey, but are they going to make it available like there's not enough of it where you guys are going to have like big releases in the restaurants.
See, with Dogfish is this big, innovative, brewery that leads, kind of the top of their craft.
Right.
In doing this kind of stuff. And as you know, and they, so they'll pop out these small batches, and then they give it a try, see how people like it, and then, if it goes over well, and I can tell you, not all of them do.
Right.
If it goes over well, then then they get it into their brewery production system.
Right.
So this one will be, they're going to make it again, and they're going to make it for the Extreme Beer Fest up in Boston. So
Oh, yeah, that's right, because I was reading that. They were saying that if you didn't get out to Rehoboth, the next chance you would have is up
get
at
on a
that
plane
thing.
and fly to Boston. That's what you got to do.
Probably be easier to get.
But we're going to get you some. Out of this current batch that they made, I talked to the guys over at the brewery yesterday, and they're like, yeah, this is cool. Let's get Elliot some beer. So they didn't think they'd be able to get it to me today, but I'm sure we'll have it by next week. So
Dude, that's awesome.
Yeah.
That's
Even
awesome.
I have to drive down there and pick it up and bring it back.
Well, then you know what? Then I feel like I should encourage everybody, go to Dogfish Head this weekend and go eat and drink.
Absolutely.
As you should do all the time. Dude, if you could make that happen, that would be awesome. I'd be so happy.
No, for you, my friend, of course. We'll make it happen.
I love it. All right, dude. Well, listen, we'll be in touch very soon. I appreciate it. Thank you, Joe.
Okay, thanks, Elliot.
You got it, dude.
Jackie, and have a good one.
All right, we'll talk to you later. Thank you.
Okay.
Dude, we're in.
That's amazing.
We're in.
I thought it would never happen.
That's awesome.
Even with the connection. I decided it was such limited supply that we wouldn't be.
I thought there would be no way in hell that would happen.
access.
I got to be honest. Even with the connection, I didn't even think we'd talk to the connection. I didn't think that would happen, but that's great. That's fantastic. And then one other thing, ask my Mayberry people got no life. They're not going anywhere. Ask them to hold on 1 second. Remember what is the name of the realtor woman that we used to talk to? Yes, that's her.
Oh, no, that's her line.
What
it's
is her?
Elaine.
Yes.
Oh, you know what?
Diane.
That's right.
No, that's her line.
All right, never mind.
Like
Berkshire Hathaway, but
Yeah.
then she went and worked for somebody else. But that's not who it is. That's not who it is. I was just reading the story about the house in Maryland, in Annapolis, that was sold that has all the snakes in it. Didn't we talk about this house at one point?
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Well, they named the realtor that's being sued as part of it, and I thought it was our realtor friend, but it's not.
Oh, well, that's good for her.
No, it's great, because I got concerned. Our woman would never do such a thing like that.
No.
So, no, it's not Elaine. Thank God. I got so worried. All right, then we're good to go. All right, where am I going, Kaylee? Line 6. Hi, Elliot in the morning.
Hi, is this me?
Yeah, hi, who's this?
Hi, this is Drea.
Hi, I'm sorry, what was your name?
Drea.
Hi, Drea.
Like Andrea without the N.
Gotcha. What can I do for you?
Well, I went to Mayberry, which is actually Mount Airy.
Yes.
Diane had that right. I was a kid, so I don't remember a whole lot of it, but my most memorable part was Floyd's barbershop is real.
Oh,
and my dad, of course, had to go and get a haircut, despite that he doesn't have a whole lot of hair. But Floyd gives you a ball cap to wear so that you can hide your bad haircut and proclaim to everyone about how you got a haircut in Mayberry.
So wait a minute. Everybody who goes to Floyd's barbershop gets a haircut and they give you a baseball cap?
Yep. This was like 20 years ago, and my dad still sadly wears it.
How embarrassing. That's bad.
Yeah.
That's bad. All right, very
my
good.
dad's a big fan of the show, so he had to go.
So's Diane's husband.
Love it.
Listen, I appreciate the phone call. Have a happy Hanukkah. Yes, Tyler. Oh, look, there you go. Squad cars right there. Oh, my God. Diane, if you wanted to get in touch with them, you would call 336-789-OPIE.
So this is the squad car.
Yeah, that's
tour.
when you get the tours in. Remember,
no
that
visit
that
is
squad
complete.
car set Otis on fire.
Without a ride in Mayberry's squad car. We'll start you off at the famous Wally's fill-in station, then take a ride down Main Street and check out all the sites like
Wally's,
Bluebird.
Is that where Gomer worked?
Bluebird Diner, Floyd's, Snappy Lunch, and then we'll swing by Andy's original home place.
No S. There'll probably be a nice pie outside for you. I'm sorry, where did Gomer work?
I was wondering if that was the filling station.
Well, that was the Gomer Pyle was the spinoff of
Gomer Pyle USMC.
Who was a sergeant? Come on, Diane.
I can see him in my head.
Carter, Sergeant Carter.
Okay.
Oh, and what was the woman he was in love with? Was that Darla? Hey, Darla. No, that was the Rascal.
Andy had Thelma
I'm only
Lou.
going to talk
Or no, it
about
was
black
Barney.
and white television
Barney
today.
was Thelma Lou.
I'm sorry. Kaylee, where am I going?
She doesn't know. The black and white, you guys looking at my Snapchat story from last night? That's all I got for you. Apparently, Kaylee could only film Bastille in black and white.
Oh, was that your thing yesterday?
That was it.
Well, it matched their mood, didn't it? Line 4. Hi, Elliot in the morning.
Hey, is it me?
Yeah, hi. Who's this?
Hey, it's Brittany.
Hey, what's up, Brittany?
Hey, how you doing today?
Good.
I just wanted to say, like the previous caller said, Mayberry's actually in close to Mount Airy. It's an actual town now.
Yeah, no. Diane's husband yelled at her.
Yeah, and they have like a jail cell that you can be placed in. And like a couple of years ago, I went to go see my best friend who lives close to Mayberry. We like took pictures of her in jail and went to go get the haircut at Floyd's barbershop and stuff. And,
oh my God!
I mean, it's like a real thing.
Yeah, no. I'm telling you, the person that was telling me about it was like people go out of their way to go visit Mayberry.
Oh yeah. Like we lived about 2.5 hours, and we would go like every couple of weekends.
Well, that's fun.
Yeah, the people in North Carolina are really big on Mayberry.
Hey, you heard about Otis, right?
No.
Oh, yeah, no, one of the squad cars caught him on fire.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, no, it's bad.
That sounds bad.
Yeah, it was. All right, very good. I apprite it. Thank you. Have a good Hanukkah.
Right.
Have a good Hanukkah.
Have a good one. Bye.
All right, talk to you later.
Real Otis died in the 90s.
Hi. Hi, Elliot in the morning.
Hey, Elliot.
Hey, who's this?
Hey, this is Pax. What's up, man?
Hey, what's going on, dude?
Not much, dude. Yeah, did you ever notice in Mayberry, did you watch the show?
I mean, listen, I've probably seen it a handful of times, but no, I don't watch it.
I'll bring you some DVDs.
Well, given that, it's funny how everyone in Mayberry is single, with the exception of who you just mentioned, Otis, the drunk who always locks himself into jail and he ties one on too many and he tries to go home and see his wife.
Alcoholism.
That's
the good old days when you can make fun of that.
Single and everyone's happy.
So everybody was single in Mayberry trying to just get a little side.
Yeah. And on a side note, when Gomer Pyle left, they were able to find a better one, and his cousin Goober.
Goober,
very good. Yeah. Look at Diane. Diane is all about it. Really, but was there a ton of hooking up on the show?
I believe as far as they went then.
Right.
So, but maybe holding hands every once in a while, but there was never any like real drama between women or anything. Barney had his and Andy had his.
Yeah.
That over there is Aunt B. That's Aunt B. The B stands for butt.
Stop.
All right, very good. I appreciate it. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, can I get a t-shirt, Elliot?
Absolutely. Hold tight 1 second. All right, I got to be done. I
feel like Kaylee.
Listen, I didn't watch the show.
Yeah, but you have some idea.
I do
what's
have
going
some
on.
knowledge.
I mean, compared to Diane, it's amateur hour. That's Diane. If Diane goes out and does trivia, like the earlier caller, that's her specialty.
Diane was at trivia night. Oh, how'd you do? Nah, there was no Mayberry questions. Didn't answer a damn thing.
I killed on MASH, though.
Not a damn thing. Oh yeah, that's also on during rain delays. All right, let me take a quick break. We'll come back. Diane's got some news next.
Elliot in the morning.
All right, Diane. let's get into some news, please.
Obviously, people talking about the surprise news that happened overnight, of Scott Weiland, dead at the age of 48. He'd been touring with the Wildabouts and was found dead on his tour bus just before they had a show last night in Bloomington, Minnesota Police Department.
Yeah, did the tour manager go in to get him to be like, all right, Scott, let's go?
Yeah. So, obviously, the tributes have been continuing to roll in. People looking at the history of STP and Velvet Revolver going back to 1986 when Weiland met Robert DeLeo at a Black Flag show in Long Beach, California. That's how they started to form a band together. And then originally they were Mighty Joe Young, but then changed to STP before they released Core in 1992. So Scott Weiland dead at the age of 48.
Man, that's hard to believe.
Yeah.
Well, no, it's not, but it is. That's how we started talking about it this morning. It's shocking. It's not shocking, but it's shocking. By the way, is it wrong to say that your favorite Stone Temple Pilots song is Vaseline?
No.
Okay. Well, because I feel like it's well, of course, it's the most obvious.
No, it's not.
Really? I feel like Vaseline is the most obvious.
I don't. I think it's Plush.
Okay, good. Now I feel better. I feel better about myself.
I never knock people for liking the hits.
Yeah, don't.
I mean, there was a day when I did a lot, but not anymore.
All right, go ahead, Diane.
Authorities in San Bernardino, California, still trying to piece together what motivated Syed Farouk and his wife Tashin Malik to go in and kill 14 people and wound 21 others the other day at that Christmas party at the community center. 14 people died, 21 injured. They did say they found a couple of smashed cell phones, a computer with a hard drive missing, no manifesto, and I guess they said there were two brothers who attended the same mosque as Farouk, said that he was a devout Muslim who prayed every day and had recently memorized the Quran, but they said he had abruptly stopped going within the last couple of weeks. Apparently one of the 14 victims, Nicholas Thalasinos, had gotten into a heated conversation with him a couple of weeks ago about religion, according to one of Nicholas's friends. So we're starting, like we said earlier, we're starting to learn more about some of the people who died. Like we said, there's the father of 6, and then the man with his 20-month-old daughter who was looking forward to taking her to Disney for the first time.
No, every story's horrible. Yeah. Every one of those stories is horrible. A couple of other things. I did see yesterday. No GoPros.
Oh, so that was
just something that had been
like
floated.
One quote unquote source said.
Bingo.
Yeah.
No GoPros. The other thing that I saw yesterday was the SUV that they had rented. So they rented it from a car dealership. It was due back that day. So I don't know if the plan was, hey, that way if somebody sees us in the car, they won't be able to trace it back. Obviously, they traced it back and found out that it was rented, and then they called the rental car company, and they were like, yeah, here's the address they gave us on their license, so they were able to do that. But that was rented. Flags have been, President Obama asked flags to be flown at half staff. I believe that's through Monday. And then there was the guy yesterday who was doing an interview. He and a couple of other, I think it was one or two other guys, they were in the bathroom.
Luckily.
Yeah. And he said that, you could hear everything going on the other side, and that there was like some of the plaster from the walls that had started to come off of like the kind of the other side from absorbing bullets. And he said the two of them, they just laid on the ground and pushed their feet against the door and pushed as hard as they could. And they were like, if he gets through this door, literally, he's going to come in here over our dead body. But yeah, they just, as luck had it for them, they were in the bathroom.
And they're trying to figure out also if there were other attacks that were in the works because of all the extra ammo and the pipe bombs that were found in that house.
A lot of bombs at the house, sure.
After 3 years of study and discussion, Defense Secretary Ash Carter yesterday ordering the military to open all jobs to women to remove the final restrictions that have kept women out of combat jobs, including special forces positions. His decision to open the combat jobs to women who could meet the standards came despite requests by the Marine Corps to exclude women from certain infantry and combat jobs. People looking for jobs in 2016, Career Builder has put out what they think are going to be the hottest jobs based on supply and demand, as well as growth and salary data. Web developers, it's a good time to be you.
Right.
They also said that's...
Disc jockey?
No.
No. They're getting fired like crazy.
Accountants, they said there's a huge market for people entering the nursing field.
That makes sense.
They also said speech...
keep in mind, you got a whole population that's getting old.
Yeah, speech-language pathologists, speech-language pathologists are going to be in high demand, along with occupational therapists, pharmacists, and obviously a lot of tech jobs, too. Moving on to sports-related news, Ben Roethlisberger just getting ready to open up a new beer-centric restaurant in downtown Savannah.
Oh,
is he a partner in those in the other ones that are in like Myrtle and Charleston?
I believe so. I know he's a partner in a couple of things. What, Kaylee? Oh yeah, Kaylee's in. But yeah, so I believe he does have his name or part ownership of a couple of others, and I guess this will be the next one.
Yes, so that is actually set to open by Christmas time, so sometime within the next couple of weeks. Big night for Thursday Night Football last night. The Packers beating the Lions on a 61-yard Hail Mary pass.
Rodgers in trouble. It's going to get there. He turned 32 yesterday. Does he have a vintage moment in him? In the end zone, it is caught for the win. Richard Rodgers with a walk-off touchdown.
Packers coming back from being down 20-0, and then got that score.
Hail Mary's awesome. When it works, a Hail Mary is great.
23-21. Lots of good games coming up this weekend. The Sunday night game has the Steelers taking on the Colts. The Saints will be playing the Carolina Panthers at the Superdome. You get the Superdome, rather. What's the Superdome? Superdome. Patriots and the Eagles. You'll also have Brock Osweiler and the Broncos playing the Chargers. This weekend, Jaguars on the road. The Ravens are playing the Dolphins in Miami. Jets, Giants, Brown, Bengals also coming up this week. And then obviously Monday night, Redskins,
and
Cowboys. The Cowboys coming up too. TJ Oshie with a pair of goals last night to lead the Caps 3-2 over the Montreal Canadiens.
Yeah, obviously I didn't get to see any of the game being out at the show. I did read though that Holtby had another I think he's on a 7-game win streak. For himself. The team is on a 6-game win streak. But good for Holtby. Had a great night, and then the third goal went to Tom Gomez. He had the third goal.
Mm-hmm. He took her name?
Yeah, well, I feel like it's only fitting.
Not even hyphenated.
It's only fitting.
Is there any further up on update on the fight?
No, I didn't hear
practice.
No, I didn't hear anything.
Yeah.
No, I was all concert yesterday.
At least can he make it his middle name?
It's got a ring to it.
See ya.
Tiger Woods opening up to Time Magazine, where he talks about both his personal and professional life. Professionally, he says he wants to play golf at the highest level again, but he's not sure if that's going to be able to happen, given the way that we had heard he's basically just walking a little and playing video games at this point.
No, it's done.
He says, by the way, talking about his ex, he has a fantastic relationship with Elin, and he's taken certain steps to explain to his kids what happened to the marriage between he and his mom, or he and their mom.
Their mom, right.
I guess he says now Daddy made a mistake. Wait till they get on the internet.
Yeah, no, they'll see all of that. They're going to know that he had like guys like belly dancing for him and stuff.
Mentioned this earlier. Drew Carey is the host for the Sprint Cup Awards tonight.
I like that.
NBC Sports Network. You also get performances by Andy Grammer and Sam Hunt, Rachel Platt, and Sabrina Carpenter on the list of performers tonight. And there's also word from Dale Jr.'s camp that it looks like he and Amy's wedding probably won't be happening until after the 2016 season, because they want to have plenty of time to plan and they don't want to feel rushed, do it sort of during any sort of NASCAR break.
Okay.
Yeah. That is a look at news and sports.
Yeah, right from the get-go. Loved the Struts. Loved them.
So much fun.
Loved them.
I can't wait till they come in.
See, and this is the part that bothers me. Like, for example, and New Politics, same thing. They were so good last night. So good.
And when they came
so good on stage. Yeah, no, but they had been in. So, like, when we saw them again, it was like, oh, well, that's awesome. Good to see you guys. We just saw you a couple weeks ago. How's everything going? Blah, blah, blah. We learned that pick, like a guitar pick, in
Danish,
pick is penis.
Right.
So when Kaylee was talking to David about his pick, He was a little confused. But yeah, but my point is, I wish we would have met the Struts before our show, because when we went on stage to bring out AWOL Nation, I totally would have gone in the dressing room and put that shirt and cape on. 100%. I totally would have done that.
It's not a shirt.
Would that be called a caftan?
It's a blouse.
Well, first of all, what's a caftan?
It's kind of like one of those old sort of flowy, big arms to it.
I have no idea what it is, but he pulls it off, I'll tell you that.
Yes, he does.
I did ask Tyler at one point during the set if I came to work in that, would I hear anything about it? But I get made fun of a little bit.
Think about the time you wore plaid shorts. And amplify
Can't be worse. How can it be worse?
Those guys don't know what shorts are.
You should try the gold jeans too.
No, Diane, see that I could probably get away with. Or David from New Politics, maybe his leggings. I could probably pull that off too. Mine would look a little more cellulite-y. but still good. That was a good show last night, though.
I love that moment when he was out in the crowd and they were just holding him up, and I was like, God, he seems so confident that nobody's going to drop him.
What does he weigh? 10 pounds?
Yeah.
Like, who's going to drop him?
There's that.
It's like walking around just holding up like a stick above your head. No, it was fine. That was good, though. That was really good. I had fun. I had a great time. That was a good show. I'm tired. And then we needed to find out how the girl was who got one of the set lists, who was crying most of the night. Kaylee's convinced she has bruised ribs.
She and her friends knew every word to the Struts songs.
Every song that got played all night.
Yeah.
Oh, it was so good. It was so good.
How about that video from New Politics?
Oh my God, that was great.
Oh, yeah.
And he grabbed the girl's phone.
Took a phone from a girl. Oh, I wish I could remember her name. But yeah, it's just some random girl out in the audience. Grabbed her phone and was just shooting video while he was doing. I think they were playing Harlem at the time, if I'm not mistaken. And then then Sarah tweeted it at us. That's her name.
So cool.
How awesome is that?
Because we saw it happen. We saw him grab the phone, and in your head you're like, well, we'll never see that video.
Right.
And then to see it, it was pretty amazing.
It was great.
The crowd shot is the coolest part.
Yeah, when he turns around. Yeah, it's awesome. It's nuts. Soren broke his guitar.
I know.
Boy, he threw that thing in the air, though. And then I couldn't tell, because I didn't talk to him afterwards. Bastille was having a little bit of technical problems.
Yes, they never solved them.
No, not at all. Like, even at the end, like, they were still, but I couldn't tell, like, is that them, or was it like did something go wrong? Because I gotta be honest, I thought they sounded good. I thought they sounded really good. So I don't know. I mean,
you could see
what was bothering
the
him.
drummer communicating with the sound guys. You could see everybody.
The drummer, though, at least gave a thumbs up at one point. I was like, sweet.
At one point, something was better.
Yeah, hey, that's good.
Yeah.
But you know what I mean? Like, listen, what do I know? I can't hear anyway. Sounded fine to me.
I thought you were going to say, what could I have done?
Oh, I would have helped.
Like, you have any roadie experience or tech experience?
Zero.
Yeah.
But what would have been one more person as part of their crew?
Oh my God, they got a crazy team.
No, they did. They travel large, and I don't mean, but like, by the way, but it's not like roadie people.
Some are
some sort of stage manager of some sort, right?
Multiple managers.
Yeah,
the guys with the headphones on who were talking to them in their earpieces.
No, I feel like those guys were like from like the electronic side of the thing. I'm just talking about like the guys that were like wearing sweaters. Like they were like I felt like each of them had like their own manager there. Like it was weird.
Yeah, and scarves. They looked like they were in the band.
Scarf guy. Yes.
Scarf guy looked like a dick. But I think he was just upset that the band was upset.
Right. I don't know what they were upset about.
Well, clearly it was sound related.
To them, it sounded fine to me.
Yeah, no. And in terms of a set list, it's fantastic.
Oh, it was great.
And we got to hear new stuff, which is
true.
pretty cool.
That's true. Some of the new stuff was good. I shouldn't say some of it, but I did like it. The I love the version they did of Pompeii, though.
Mm-hmm.
The version they did of Pompeii was fantastic. That was good. Jackie loved AWOL Nation.
Yeah.
Oh, totally. Loved them. Loved them.
What about Fall Out Boy?
Oh, liked them a lot.
Yeah.
Loved AWOL Nation.
Oh, good.
Yeah, no, that's all I heard. That's all I heard. Loved AWOL Nation.
It's good to see Pete Wentz.
Yes, it was.
It was
Yes,
good to see Corey from Two Marines Moving.
Did Corey introduce you to Nick from Two Marines Moving?
He did, and now Nick has to pay Corey $100
Wait, for what?
Is that a bet?
for the mention.
Oh, wow. Is it per mention? Because I'll mention Two Marines Moving.
No, just Corey.
Oh, just Corey?
I threw in the plug.
Oh, so wait, Corey just wanted to hear his name, and
Yeah.
then he got $100?
Uh-huh.
Corey.
That's like a lot of $100.
Now, if Nick doesn't do it, if Nick doesn't pay him, then I'll start my thing on Monday of Nick's a dick. And then we'll pay for that.
In all seriousness, though,
What?
Corey told me that they're looking to hire like 100 veterans right now.
Are they really?
Yeah. So,
call Corey.
Yeah.
It's twomarinesmoving.com, right?
Yes.
Is it org?
Card's on my desk.
It's Two Marines Moving, definitely.
Yeah, but he said
But they're looking to hire vets?
He said 100 people.
It's .com, right? Don't question me, Kaylee. So twomarinesmoving.com, but they are looking to hire a bunch of vets. That's awesome. Can I go to line one?
Kaylee's still in like a new politics fuzz.
She just said, yeah.
Oh, no. Tyler said you're still in the new politics buzz. I feel like
Fuzz.
Oh, okay.
See, she just this. She's like, oh, vapor. Or there's a fruit fly in there. Which one is it?
are you, and be honest with me, are you attracted to David from New Politics?
She didn't even hesitate.
Yes. Are you really?
How about when he took his shirt off for us backstage?
Okay, that sounds odd.
Well, was it you and me? It wasn't just me or you. It was us together.
Yeah, he did. He's in shape.
I know.
Look at
Roach was fanboying about it.
Oh, but yeah, Roach was embarrassing. No, Roach was embarrassing. Oh, I work out too. No one cares.
I was like, how long did it take you to bring up CrossFit?
Oh, please.
Well, I asked him.
Which by the way, David's like that. No, don't do that, please.
Is he all like yoga and
no? He dances
and running and
dances. He dances.
I dance. I don't look like that. He does. He's got to do something else. Because why doesn't Soren look like that?
Soren doesn't dance like that.
He spun and then he broke his guitar. He runs all over the place too.
Yeah, but no, but David's like breakdancing.
Yeah, which is cool.
They were great. Loved them. Where am I going, Kaylee? Line one.
And Kaylee and I were talking about we love when bands bring the drummer up side stage.
Oh yeah,
and elevate.
Yeah, versus kind of push back. Yeah. No. They were very good. They were very good.
But the Struts, though, I mean the Struts, and I wrote it on Twitter last night and Facebook. The Struts stole the show because, as Struts even said, we know you're not here to see us. And then that one girl was like, you're all I care about. But they stole the show, and all those other bands put on great shows, right? And you've maybe seen them before,
right?
It's quite possible that was your first time seeing the Struts. In that context, they stole the show.
They were great. They were fantastic. I hope they're nice.
That was like a headlining set.
No, they were great.
Yeah.
They were great. I just wish we would have met him before the show, so that way when we went out there, I could have borrowed his blouse. Or his, what did you call it? Comfort?
Caftan.
I don't even know what that
it's
is.
Called.
I got to get one of those. I need that, and I need a drug rug. Should have worn my drug rug last night. Should have worn my Jenkos last night. I had a lot of things that I was going to do last night that I didn't do, including lose 5 pounds. Where am I going? Line one?
Sounds like you did this morning in your chair.
Hi, Elliot in the morning.
Good morning.
Hi, who's this?
This is Leanne. I'm actually Sarah's sister, the one who got the video.
Oh, wait a minute. The Sarah, the New Politics Sarah.
Yeah, New Politics Sarah. She was freaking out. She was like, am I going to get my phone back?
By the way, I had the same thought. I was like, because I know how I would be. I'd be like, oh, this will be fun. And then I would like finish doing that and be like, I don't remember whose phone this is. I don't know. I don't know who I grabbed.
Soren, just throw it up in the air.
So wait a minute. How did if you were looking at the stage, you were kind of on the left-hand side of the stage.
Right, we were on the left-hand side.
Right, we were all the way over on the right-hand side watching the show. I realized that David just kind of walked over there. How did he pick your sister out to grab her phone?
Her arms are just really long. I guess it was just like, oh, look, a phone, and that's just how it happened.
But by the way, and thank God we got to see it. That video is so freaking good.
I know. The whole video is amazing. Just the crowd that's in it, him that's in it. I mean, him taking it from her. Her face is hilarious. Everything about it was just amazing.
It's so good. It is so good. That's awesome. Did you guys have fun last night?
Oh, we had. That's the reason I called. The concert was from the struts, to Fall Out Boy. It was amazing. I mean, it was absolutely amazing.
Yeah, no, I would agree with you. I thought it was fantastic. I thought it was so much fun. So much fun last night.
I mean, I'm like struggling to talk right now.
Yeah, well, listen to me. All right, well, listen, I appreciate the phone call, and thank your sister for getting us that video.
Yeah, of course, I will. Thank you so much for holding the concert.
Yeah, you know what? It was all my doing, so yeah, you're welcome. Happy Hanukkah. Happy Hanukkah. Hi, Elliot in the morning. Hello?
Me?
Yeah, hi, who's this?
Dave.
Hey, what's going on, dude?
Hey, I just want to say, last night I took my boys there. It was their first concert. And I'll be honest, I sat down, and I expected to sit there and just listen to a lot of
I'll tell you exactly. I'll tell you exactly what you thought. I'll take my kids to this. They'll have a good time, and I'm going to sit on my ass for 5 hours, and I'm going to be angry and miserable, and you ended up loving the show.
Loved it. I loved the new politics. They were a blast. And when they started playing Sabotage, my boys looked at me. We love the Beastie Boys.
Right.
And, man, they jumped up and they started screaming. It was the greatest thing in the world.
Hey, let me ask you this. Did your boys go nuts for AWOL Nation?
Not so much. They were really there to see Fall Out Boy. And I only knew one song from AWOL Nation, that Sales song. But I liked the Struts, I liked New Politics, and Bastille. And I never even heard of them before.
No, that's awesome. That's awesome. No, and I love that. I love that whole thing of like, and then you ended up, you loved it. And that's awesome. That's great.
And I was amazed at how many parents were there, I'm guessing, taking their kids there to see these shows. I thought I would be the only one, but...
There were a lot of young kids there.
Jackie took the boys.
Yeah, I mean, just
my boys were there last night.
Walking around the concourse, I was like, wow, there's a lot of young kids, like looking like 8, 9, you know?
Yeah. My older one was all pissed off, though.
Why?
For whatever reason, I don't know who set him up for that, but he thought he would see what a backstage looks like. I'm like, the hell you will. You see it from the side. You're lucky you're even here. But yeah, no, they were there last night. They loved it. Loved it. Anyway, dude, listen, I'm glad you went, and I'm glad you didn't sit there on your ass pissed off all night, and you allowed yourself to like something that you didn't think you would.
Yeah, it was great.
Good deal. All right, dude, I appreciate it. Thank you, my friend.
Hey, can I get a t-shirt?
Yeah, hold on one sec. Let me see if I got any. Hold on one sec. Am I going to 4? Hi, Elliot in the morning.
It's me?
Yeah, hi, who's this?
I'd rather not say. I wanted to talk about Bastille's technical problems at 9:30.
Well, it wasn't at 9:30. We were at the Patriot Center. What do they call it?
Eagle Bank.
You know, we paid a lot of money for that.
The sign maybe could be larger. Driving up. Is that your first time since the name's changed?
Yes. This is the first time I've been there since the name change.
Holy crap.
At least they made it easy to see.
Yeah, no, it used to be you'd pull up and especially if it was nighttime, there was no sign. You would just pull up and go like, there's lights. Nope, natatorium, keep driving. And now all of a sudden, like, it's like from Braddock Road, it's like, holy crap, they got a light. Anyway, I'm sorry, but what do you know about their...
Yeah, they sounded great to you, but they couldn't hear themselves for like the first 2/3 of the set.
Oh, okay. So their monitors weren't working, but I mean, I was going to say, like over the PA over the audience sound, they sounded fantastic.
Yeah, it went around the rumor mill for Central Virginia, Richmond sound people talking about how crazy it was.
Oh, so that made all of the like production
the sound guy message boards,
engineer board nerd people. No offense, but that was like the big thing that was going on.
That's fair. Yeah, that's fair. But yeah, everybody heard about it.
Oh, no kidding. But
yeah.
I will say this though. I mean, they sounded fantastic, and that's why, like, even like when he was well, it was everybody in the band was like pointing to stuff and like turn it up and stuff, and that's fine. And I get where especially if you got like those in-ear monitors and stuff where you can't hear anything, where that would throw you off. But the whole time I'm like, I don't know what they're trying to change. They sound awesome. So I had no idea what it was. And by the way, I would also imagine it'd be very frustrating if you're used to hearing yourself while you're playing and then nothing's working. I'd be like, okay, well, this sucks. But I was like, they sound fine. Somebody just run up there and go, you guys sound fine. Just keep going. Because they sound great.
They played the songs 1,000 times, so they don't really need it anyway.
Well, you know what? Where were you last night? You could have run up there and told them. All right, dude. Hey, listen, I appreciate the phone call. Thank you, bro. Line 2. Hi, Elliot in the morning.
Yo, hey, this is Crash.
Hey, what's going on, dude?
Nothing much. So I was there at the concert last night. I actually took my boyfriend there for our anniversary of 5 years.
Right.
And I saw someone handing out like these little tags. So I jumped down there real fast, and she's like, hey, cool, we've got one left. This is for the struts. I was like, yeah, sure. So I run up and I give it to him. He's like, who are the struts? I'm like, no, don't worry, just go. Okay. So when he comes back from backstage, he's like, oh my God, it was them. So, no, they totally stole the show.
They were great. They were fantastic. They were so freaking good.
About it. And he was like, he told the struts their name, and he's like, yeah, my name's Devin. And the lead singer was like, oh yeah, my niece's name is Devin.
Well, dude, I'm glad you guys had fun. I'm glad you guys had a good time at the show.
Oh, it was amazing. Thanks.
You got it,
to
dude.
Everyone.
It was awesome. It was awesome. I can't wait till they come in.
Yeah.
I'm so excited for them to come in, and then I'm going to borrow his caftan the next time that they are in town. Hi, Elliot in the morning. Hello? Yeah, hi, who's this?
Hey, this is Bryn.
Hey, Bryn, how are you?
I'm good. I went to the show last night, and I was actually really bummed for a while because my boyfriend, my friends, everyone either couldn't go because of work or scheduling.
Right.
And I just kind of sucked it up 2 hours before the show and bought a ticket and went myself in the pit, and it was seriously one of the most amazing concerts I'd ever been to.
I'm telling you, it was a good time last night.
Yeah, and I'm so socially anxious that I couldn't even imagine going to a concert alone, but once I was there, it was like I didn't care about anything. I was so into the music. I loved every single band that was there, and it was like it was the best decision I've made.
Well, now I feel bad. Why didn't you text me? I would have totally hung out with you if you were feeling socially anxious.
Well, no, I was so overwhelmed. It was just amazing. I love Fall Out Boy. It was like the 6th time I've seen them, and
good for you.
New Politics was amazing too. Just everybody did phenomenally. And when Dan from Bastille jumped into the crowd, I had that little high school fangirl moment because he was walking towards me singing. I was like, oh my gosh, I can't believe this is happening. But
oh my God. Oh my God. All right, very good. Well, listen, I'm glad you had a good time. And I'm glad you sucked it up and went at the last moment.
Yeah. Thank you so much. It was a great time.
You got it. We'll talk to you later. Yes, Tyler.
If Kaylee's conversation with New Politics wasn't enough to make you want to vomit, ask her at some point today to tell you about her history with Fall Out Boy.
Why?
Well, she goes way back, and she'll tell you about it. I know, Kaylee. I'm trying to watch the show. Thank you.
Did you get her mom's love for Bastille? I got that conversation.
I don't think you told me about that.
Yeah.
No.
Incessantly. She
just kept saying to me, oh, God, I wish I was still in college. Look how much fun they're having. You have to get up and go to work tomorrow. I'm like, I know. I'd be like, whoa, classes, what?
And then Diane texted the group.
No one's ever made a mistake.
Not like that.
Eat a D, Elliot. I forgot about that.
That was my follow-up text.
Diane's had two off moments in back-to-back nights. No. And when we were in Richmond for the 21 Pilot show, that's when you lost your Fitbit.
It fell off, and somebody handed it to me 2 seconds later.
Right after being tried to pawn off on somebody else. and then last night Diane started texting us info that she meant for Scott. So we all have panty pictures of Diane.
Right.
So anyway, listen. Thanks to everybody who came out to Elliot in the Morning's holiday concert last night. I was gonna say I'm sure we'll do it again next year. I hope we'll do it again next year, but we'll figure all that out. I will tell you this though, as we come off of that Elliot in the Morning promotion, we have a new promotion that we'll announce on Monday. We're not done. I don't know how much of the what.
It sounded like the show forever.
No.
You meant for the year.
Yeah, no, because a lot of people are going to start going on vacation and stuff. We still have weeks to go.
Well, you mentioned some rumors
about
this company.
Oh, no, this company is firing people left and right. Yeah, no, we're not going, that I can't make any promises about.
Don't speak too soon.
No, all I meant is that we're like a lot of shows are like going on vacation and wrapping up and stuff. We still have weeks to go. On Monday, we will kick off a brand new Elliot in the Morning promotion. I don't know how many of the details. I can tell you who it's with. I can do that.
Can you?
I feel like I can. I'm going to. No?
I don't know.
Are we not allowed to say? Yeah, I can say. I feel like.
Everybody gets silent and looks away. Well,
no, I mean, what's the worst that happens? I get yelled at? So close
You've
to
had
Hanukkah?
that happen before. Oh, maybe they won't.
No, not around Hanukkah. It'll be with Chris Cornell. And it's going to be very, very private. And that's all I'm going to say. Well, that's not true. So Monday we'll start it. It'll be with Chris Cornell. And it's private. You know what? That's all I'm going to say. But we'll start that on Monday. I can't get in trouble for that. Unless I wasn't supposed to say that it was with Cornell. You know what? I hope it's done. I hope they got that all taken care of. Monday, there's going to be a promotion starting with Chris Cornell.
Big mouth.
No, I feel like it's a done deal. Oh. Who is David cheating on Kaylee with?
That bitch.
Yeah, right.
By the way, Kaylee's going through every picture that David took with a girl and like putting X's over it. Anyway, so Monday, yeah, you know what? Let's go with that. Monday, we're going to announce an Elliot in the Morning promotion. Might be Chris Cornell. So we'll announce that on Monday. We'll get into all those details on Monday. All right, let me take a quick break. Oh, again, thank you though to everybody who came out last night, who came out to Elliot in the Morning's holiday concert. It was awesome. We had fun. Oh, of course, Kaylee posted that picture of her and David. All right, let me take a quick break. It's Elliot in the Morning.
Elliot in the Morning.
Sarah, new politics, Sarah.
Yes.
I understand you have freakishly long arms.
I do have freakishly long arms, yeah.
Well, you know what? All those years of being teased paid off last night, didn't it?
Yeah, absolutely.
Your video is fantastic.
Thank you.
You sound like you're still a little tired.
Yeah, I'm at school right now.
They love when you're on the phone talking to a radio station. That's fine.
Oh, yeah, I told them about it. They kind of look at me weirdly.
It's because of the arms. Did you have fun last night though?
Yeah, absolutely. I loved it so much. It was great.
No, that was good. Good for you. And you know what? I'm happy you actually got up today. I don't feel like anybody who works in this office is getting up today at all. So good for you. Sarah, thank you for thank you for going, and then thank you for getting David's attention and letting him film everybody and then getting it to us.
Yeah, no problem. It was great.
Good. I'm glad you had fun. Thank you, Sarah.
Bye.
You got it. Talk to you later. All right, let me take you to Spain, the country of. I'm going to need you to rule on something that's taking place there, okay? There's a man named Chris. He's 36, right? There's a woman named Sarah. She's 18. Are you following?
Mm-hmm.
Chris is 36. Sarah is 18. Okay? They have a kid together. And now the Spanish authorities have taken the kid until they figure out what they're going to do.
Okay.
A lot of people are saying, whoa. These two people did nothing that's against the law, so give them their kid back. And then there's people that are saying, whoa, no. You can't do what they did. Make sure they don't get their kid back. And I will tell you this, Sarah was given the option when she was pregnant of giving the child up for adoption or raising it alone, and they would offer her like some state-sponsored housing. I don't know how Spain works. And she was like, no, I don't want to do that. I love Chris. And Chris loves Sarah. But now everybody is split on whether or not Chris and Sarah should have their kid back. I feel like I'm leaving out one really important part of the story.
Probably.
Chris is Sarah's father. Why are you making that face?
Just because that's creepy.
To you?
Yeah.
Chris says it's not creepy to them at all. As a matter of fact, he said our relationship is started like every other relationship, with flirting, getting along, and then trust.
And he is her biological father.
Yes.
And then...
She is the oldest of 5 kids.
Okay.
So she's got 4 other siblings. I don't know if they're boys or girls. So he is the father of the baby and also the grandfather. What's wrong? Say again?
Where's Sarah's mom?
Oh, they're divorced.
And she hasn't commented at all?
Oh, she's furious.
Yeah.
And by the way, Chris, the dad, the husband, and ex-husband says, well, she's just jealous. She's jealous that our marriage didn't work out, but the marriage that I have with my daughter is fantastic. By the way, incest isn't illegal in Spain.
It's like New Jersey.
Yeah,
I love. Well, I don't love, but I like how he's the father and
the
grandfather.
Right.
But does that make her the mother and the half sister?
Well, she's definitely the mother, and yes, the half sister.
That's even better.
Yeah, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. I was only confused on half or step, but there's no step parent, so yeah, half sister. Yeah. So she's mom and half sister, and dad is dad and grandfather. That's awesome.
So is it a loophole, or is it
no?
In every scenario, incest is legal in Spain?
Incest. Wait, hold on. No, because I have the sentence in there because it talks. Here we go. Incest is not illegal in Spain, and the age of consent is 16. They're totally legit.
Well, that begs the question, though. Why was the child
taken away?
Excellent
question. All I know is that there was some kind of complaint on behalf of
by the ex-wife,
Sarah's mother, baby's grandmother. Jesus, I can't keep all these people straight. Now, I don't know what the complaint was, but all I know is that the father's complaint, or the grandfather or husband's complaint, or ex-husband, was, no. She's just jealous and trying to wreck things between me and my daughter, who I had this baby with.
I guess the snag, if you will, that they're looking at, like you said, legal age of consent is 16. It would still be a crime if it could be proven that her father used deceit or abuse of a recognized position of trust or authority or influence when she was under the age of 18. So I guess does a court have to decide that?
Under the age of 16. If consent is 16,
this says
under
this
the age
says
of
18, yeah.
Pardon me. Well, don't take the kid away while I'm in the middle of doing that. And what will Dad tell you? That the ex-wife, she's just jealous.
Yeah.
Because I have this great relationship with my daughter, and she doesn't. Do you think it's weird for the other siblings?
Oh, my God.
Yes, but the incest being legal in Spain thing, is this, I don't want to say common, but is this something that's not as taboo as it is here?
Overseas?
Well, I'm thinking Spain specifically,
well, I was
because
gonna
that's
say
where we're operating out of.
Yeah, no, but I was going to say, does Spain go as the rest of Europe goes? Like if I went to France, England, Italy, other European countries, is incest cool there?
I didn't know it was like that in Spain. I assumed it was...
Well, of course, because we don't see anything beyond our borders.
Well,
there is New Jersey again.
No, but is it a Spanish thing or is it a European thing?
I do. By the way, I feel bad.
Why
if
do
you
feel
haven't
bad?
listened to every single second of the show for the last 16 years, you don't know that incest is legal in New Jersey.
Yeah, it is.
Because of a loophole.
Because of a loophole.
It sounds like I'm making fun of New Jersey, which I would never do.
No, that's your home state.
Because I'm from there.
Right. But
Yeah.
incest is legal in New Jersey.
All right, just want to clear that up.
Based on a loophole, which they're trying to close, but they can't.
Go Devils.
But incest is legal in Spain. So these two people have done nothing wrong. It's a little creepy.
the father has denounced any moral judgments that are hurled his way in regards to his unique family situation. You know, everything was going well until people found out about it.
Yeah. No, he's
Okay.
he's absolutely right. They were happy. They were
Well, people found out about it because your ex-wife probably went to the authorities.
Okay, but he didn't publicize it. He was like, everything was good. I was hooking up with my daughter. We got together. We had sex. We had a kid together. We love each other. Our relationship is no different than anybody else's who's in love. We're intimate. We're having sex, a lot of it. We have a kid. Tongue kiss. Give us our kid back.
She said, the daughter.
Wait.
Soon to be mom.
Soon to be mom. She already has the kid.
Oh, that's right. I'm sorry. My relationship may be unusual, but it would be worse for a child to be given up for adoption or have to, grow up in foster care.
Especially when there's no reason to do it. What do I always tell you? You can't help what the heart knows.
So this says most European countries prohibit incest, apart from those listed below, and the list is like 20 countries long. How is that?
What countries?
Well, for instance, for Spain,
right?
Their law is consensual incest between adults is legal.
Does it say how many generations? For example, let's say that dad and daughter have a kid, and it's a boy. Can mom and son, years later, as long as you kept going, like reverse, sex-wise, could... By the way, can grandfather hook up now with, like, that offspring? Yeah, as long as the piping works, go ahead. No, but do you know what I mean? Like, would Sarah then be able to hook up with her kid, and then her kid could hook up with its kid?
Possibilities are endless there.
Well, as long as you keep having kids
right.
and having sex in the family.
Some of these on this list, it actually is illegal. There's just some loopholes, just like New Jersey. But like, for instance, Portugal, incest is not specifically prohibited under Portuguese law. Russia, consensual sex, including incest, is not a crime.
Wait a minute, where was that?
Russia.
So incest is cool in Russia? Is it common?
I have no idea about the prevalence.
Could you ever? Well, you say that.
Turkey, it's legal. But all these countries have problems with the marriage, but the actual sex...
Wait, they don't want you to marry, but they'll let you bang?
Yeah. That seems to be sort of the overriding theme for these countries that have it legal.
I don't get that.
You don't get... Oh, okay, we'll figure it out. Why would they say it's okay for you to bang your daughter, but you can't marry her?
Why?
No, I'm asking.
Oh, okay. I thought
what
you
would be
saying
the reasoning behind that? What would be the reasoning where they're like, nah, you know what? Let's draw the line at the marriage. However, you guys want to go to Pound Town, knock yourself out.
I don't know. I mean, here's the Netherlands. Consensual incest is legal. Parents and children, grandparents and grandchildren, and brothers and sisters are forbidden to marry.
But they're allowed to have at it.
But they can have... That's...
There's got to be a reason behind it. What am I missing? Like, why would it be like, oh, Bang them all you want, just don't marry them.
But if you can get one thing
By
on
the way,
books,
how awesome is that?
Say
again.
If you fought for half the law, and that's on, why are we not getting the other part on the books? I know that's your question,
right?
But they clearly,
well, maybe they thought
like Portuguese.
We fought this hard. This is good enough.
Portuguese law doesn't say anything according to Wikipedia,
right?
So you're like, oh, okay, it's left up to interpretation. But these other countries lay out.
They're very specific.
The sex is fine. The marriage
is not.
Yeah.
Why though? What makes it where the marriage is the issue?
I still don't get it.
I'm being honest when I ask this question because I don't know the first thing about it. Is that a church thing? Now, I don't know why that would matter, but I mean, would a church
formality of it?
No, I was going to say maybe a church wouldn't be like again, I know nothing about religion other than I know nothing about religion. But I can't imagine that there'd be a church where a priest would get up there. Is it against the religious rules of marriage? There's nobody in this room qualified to answer that question.
Well, Hanukkah's starting.
Yeah, I know. Happy Hanukkah, everybody.
Thanks to a confirmation.
But
Diane, not that confirmation. We were confirmed.
No. Yeah, no.
Were you confirmed?
No. Were you?
Kaylee, kick her out. Get Kaylee in her. You were confirmed.
I did communion. That was
what? I'm the only one who's taken on the sacrament.
I was confirmed
of confirmation.
I got Hanukkah confirmed yesterday by Ivan. But even if that were the case, even if the church wouldn't recognize it, you could still go and get a JOP. Hell, what's the word I'm looking for?
An internet priest.
That's
so
me.
To speak.
That's me. Yeah, I'm an internet priest. I'll marry you. Oh, that's my thing. In 2016, I want to marry a father and a daughter. Yeah, there's got to be some reason for that.
It's an odd resolution. Gonna lose some weight. I want to marry a father and daughter.
Where am I going, Kaylee?
Corey brought up an interesting point on Twitter.
Is that Corey from Two Marines Moving?
Ding. No. Do the lack of incest laws serve to protect the monarchy or past monarchies?
I don't know. You got to ask Roach, who was boring everybody within a 50-foot radius of him yesterday. The Viking history and how it matched up with the royal family. I'm going to go, Roach, people are sleeping. You're. By the way, thanks, Buzzkill. Thanks for coming to the party.
Even the professor in the room was like, God damn.
All right, let me do this. Now I've got all kinds of incest people on the phone. Will you ask these people to hold on? If you're on hold, don't go anywhere. Give me one quick break and I'll grab a bunch of phone calls next.
Elliot in the morning.
Hello?
Yeah, hi, who's this? All right, hold tight 1 second, please. Hold on one
You took
second.
my advice.
Hi, Elliot in the morning. Okay, why are all the incest people dropping?
Maybe they've learned I'm the only one in here who's been sealed with the gift of the Holy Spirit. I don't blame them.
Where am I going? Line 1? Hi, Elliot in the morning.
Hey, this me?
Yeah, hi, who's this?
Hey, what's up, class? This is Tom in Alexandria.
Hey, Tom, how are you, sir?
Doing well. Met you guys on Ex-Ambassadors Cruise.
Oh, very good. That was a good time.
It was awesome. I was not the guy that broke that light, though. That was pretty funny.
Oh, that's okay. By the way, we have a new promotion. We start on Monday with Chris Cornell.
Oh, I heard. Sounds awesome.
I'll let you know. Anyway, go ahead.
Okay. No, I was thinking, and it probably leads to the second question you had about why it wouldn't be legal, is that it's like forces something on the mom. So now she has a ex-husband who's also her stepson, and that kind of sucks.
Wait, she has her
ex-husband's now her stepson.
Her ex-husband. Okay, yeah, no, I'll give you that, but it still doesn't make any sense why they would say, hey, you can have all the sex with your daughter you want, just don't marry her.
Yeah, but it forces it on the mother, and she doesn't deserve that.
What if it's the other way around, though? What if it's mom and son?
Then it's not right for the father. But it puts it on someone who has nothing to do with it.
How does it? Wait, when you say it puts it on the mother, do you mean the daughter or the ex-wife or the girl's mom?
The girl's mom. So now she's required to be the stepmom of her ex-husband.
Oh, so now you think that there's responsibility there?
Not necessarily responsibility. She just shouldn't have that tie forced upon her.
Now I see what you're saying. I didn't understand you at first, but now I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying now.
If they want to screw, that's all about them. They can do that, but it doesn't really tie her to her ex-husband. And now it does as soon as you put the title on it.
But now, not only are they allowed to, as you state, screw, but they can also, they can have a kid.
You're right, and if they have a kid, it still doesn't really tie her to the husband,
right?
Until they get married.
I do understand what you're saying. I'm not dismissing that, and you've put a lot of thought into it. But there's some reason why that doesn't hold enough water for me.
Well, I mean, the whole situation doesn't really.
Okay, close-minded. But you know what I mean? Like I don't know why, and maybe it should, but I don't know why that doesn't stick with me for some reason. Like I don't, like I'm trying to imagine. So Jackie and my kid get together.
Yeah.
And they're obviously Jackie and I are not together anymore. Jackie and my kid get together. They start having a lot of sex. And my kid gets Jackie pregnant.
I know we sometimes use names to help better understand, but this is
okay. Well, it's not a fantasy. I'm just making this easier for me to understand. So Jackie and my kid have a baby together. And even if they get married, I still have no connection to, except I'm that kid's grandfather. But there's no tie to it, though. Like, there's no financially.
Grandfather by name.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Financially, I'm not tied to anything. Even relationship, I'm not really tied to it. I'm tied to my son, who's now married to my ex-wife.
There were differences.
Child support?
How do I have child support?
For the son.
Not once you're married.
Well, maybe they wouldn't get married then, just to get you for the money.
So is that why they wouldn't let him get married? So that
you get screwed?
Yeah.
How does that doesn't seem fair.
Yeah, no, that doesn't seem right at all. I mean, a lot of people will tell you having to pay alimony isn't right, but whatever the case.
Let's screw over the person who thought the incest was wrong in the first place.
No, but you know what I mean? Like, I have zero attachment financially, emotionally. Emotionally, I hate them.
I mean, is that the same? I'm trying to flip it where if it's
the mother?
A daughter and a father, like the case.
No, it doesn't change anything.
The mother still has. Yeah,
the mother
it's just
is still the wife's mom.
Yeah, but to the kid, nothing. Yeah,
nothing except grandmother.
Yeah.
But big deal.
Mm.
I grew up without grandparents. That's not true. Granny was alive for a little bit because remember he had the car accident and burned his face.
In Mayberry.
You know what? He was on the wrong side of the car. Otis got it bad too. Hi, Elliot in the morning.
Hello?
Hello?
It's me?
Yeah, hi, who's this?
Hi, this is Wendy.
Uh-huh.
All right, why in Europe, this would be an economic situation. Somebody said to protect the monarchy, people can't get married because marriage was political and economic. It has nothing to do with love and sex like it does here in this country.
Wait a minute, so you're telling me that people in Europe don't get married because they love each other? You're crazy.
No, they do. But back in the day when these laws were made, it was all about, power and people were marrying whoever they wanted to. The parents would marry off the kids to the people that would make the most economic sense for them.
Right, it was a business deal.
Right, so people people didn't care who you had sex with. You could have sex with whoever you want, how much you want, but once it came to money and economics and power, that would be the problem.
So you think that's why they won't allow them to get married, but they can bang it all they want?
Exactly. Because, you know, you've got people who had mistresses, you've got people with money. They can bang whoever they want. But when it comes down to, you know, is some rich dude in Spain going to marry his daughter off somebody else who's, you know, in Italy and there's some connection back in, I don't know, the 16th century?
Right.
Then,
okay, you know, listen, I mean, I can't argue that. I understand the point. It's not holding up a lot of water for me. Because I feel like, and honestly, I feel like that would be an easy law to change. Especially just in the 2000s. Wouldn't that be easy to change? Like, if that went on the referendum, do you think there'd be a lot of people who'd be like, no. Leave that there.
I hate to have to go back to New Jersey. that sounded horrible. But look, but they can't get rid of that loophole.
Yeah, because they always what's the term? Pork barrel? They pork barrel it with like fees for paving. Like they always tie it together.
Like, hell no to paving fees.
Yeah, no. They'll be like, take care of the potholes and whatever, keep that incest law. Like they start pork barrel spending. Am I using the right term? I don't know. They use it on TV all the time.
You mean well.
Last time you tried to use it, I feel like
was it in the right context?
What came after that was
wrong?
Just as much confusion.
Okay, that's fine. Elliot, what if the baby... Oh, boy, hold on, I got to get a pen. What if the baby's parents die?
Both of them?
Yes. The way that this is written. Okay, what if the baby's parents die, the ex-mom is the closest relative, do they raise that child? Because you are the grandmother. No, you don't.
Well, you
don't.
would...
Well, think that through. Think that through.
Okay, but you would think...
God forbid something happened to you and Lindsay. Your mom wouldn't raise your kids.
Who's the default?
Well, that's something you write in a will.
Well, if you don't have a will, who's the default?
I don't have a will. The state?
No.
What do you mean, no?
They would not automatically put them in foster care if there's family members who are capable of caring for them. Siblings.
No, all of their siblings are younger.
And
she's 18. They're not going to let the 14-year-old raise the kid.
So is Amanda right with that tweet?
So now I'm stuck raising the kid of my ex-husband and daughter.
Well, you would hope you wouldn't have
we'll first of all change that kid's name. Mm-hmm. Maybe she's right. Maybe she's right.
I mean, you would hope you wouldn't have any malice toward the baby, you know?
Yeah, you could say that about a lot. I find myself with malice towards a lot of children who have done nothing to me. No, that's probably right. If Jackie and I drop dead, who gets my kids? I don't have a will. Do they go to Grammy and Pops?
Grandparents.
Jackie's parents. Not going to my mom.
Okay. Or siblings, if they're not available.
So when Jackie and my oldest have a kid, I got to take that. I don't want that kid.
There are a lot of people who have just rolled out of bed,
right,
in the social media lounge, and they're very confused.
Just playing out some fantasies. No, it's there's an incest case in Spain. Father and daughter, 36 and 18, have a kid. And everything was fine until the ex-wife, baby's grandmother, mother's mother, got all pissy, and now they're doing this whole investigation. They took the kid away. In a lot of European countries, we've learned, and the state of New Jersey, incest is fine, but there's this crazy rule in a lot of the incest is cool countries. Sex is fine, marriage forbidden. So that's the investigation. Elliot, by law, they obviously have to ask relatives, but the relatives can say no. Oh, I understand. Okay, so they have to go to the relatives. So they would have to go to the mom, the ex-wife, and go, "Hey, do you want to take care of the little baby?" And then they
Now we're in Italy?
Spain.
Oh, never mind. You want to take care of the little Nina? And then they
I think that's
isn't that how you say baby? Isn't that how you say baby? Isn't that how you say baby? In Spanish?
No, I thought that was Italian. No, that's
No.
bambino.
Yeah. Sacchetto. Yeah, so then you would say no. Something's wrong though. Something's still not holding water with me. Where am I going? Line 4. Hi, Elliot in the morning.
Hello?
Hey, who's this?
Lisa.
Hey, Lisa, how are you?
I'm good. So this is what I think. Until today, and it sounds like the same is true of y'all, I didn't know that this was the case, that in Europe, incest is legal.
Had no
or
idea.
that incest marriage is illegal. And so what I think it might be is that if marriage was legal in incestuous relationships, that would become more of a big part of the culture, and that would be something that other countries would associate with that country and think, well, unlike my country, this country does this, and it would give them impressions about the country. And
But maybe it's very well known there. Like, we look at it and go like, oh, that seems weird. By the way, it's not every country in Europe.
Yeah, Italy's checking in on line 5.
Yeah, no, it's not.
First, they'd like to address Elliot's impression, and then relay the information that it's illegal there.
Yeah, not every European country is cool with it. But guess,
maybe they're worried that, Americans or people from other European countries where it is legal will get this impression of them, or that, they'll hear about so-and-so got married to their sister, maybe some celebrities or something in Italy, and they'll think, oh, wow, that's weird, and have like a bad opinion of the country,
Oh, so for
otherwise,
yeah, sure.
when they're just having sex, no one knows about that. It's kind of like a don't ask, don't tell, for a lack of a better, kind of term. It just kind of happens, and then
I still
no
feel
one has
like,
to hear about it.
I still feel like, by the way, let me take that and apply it to you in a fantasy world, okay?
Okay.
Would you rather be known as that girl that'll have sex and bang it out with anybody and everybody, or that girl who settled down and got married? You would want to be that girl that settled down and got married.
Yeah, definitely. But if it was like an incest relationship and I had to choose one or the other, I would probably say I'd want to have the secretive one where my family didn't show up and where I wasn't at a courthouse where people could see me.
So if it were you, you would have all the sex in the world with your father, but you wouldn't marry him.
If I had to choose between the marrying or the just silently having sex, I would definitely choose the latter.
There you go. I hope you're not in the car with your dad.
No.
All right. Very good. I appreciate it. Thank you.
All right. Thank you.
Later. Ugh. Piss shiver. Ugh. Well, I'll add this to the list of stories we're following that we'll never get an answer to. There was somebody at the show last night who asked me if I heard any more about the bats in San Francisco.
Oh.
No, not in 24 hours. No, I can tell you all the stories we're sitting on. We have no idea what happened with the bats in San Francisco. We have no idea what happened with the $500,000 in Detroit. I got boats of bodies washing ashore in Japan. And now I've got the incest case in Spain. The island of Majorca. You know who owns a house in Majorca?
Somebody rich?
One of the dudes from Erasure. Can't remember which one. It's sad that I know that. It was Andy Bell.
Andy and
Keith? No. Who was it? Whatever. One of them owns a house in Majorca.
Were you there?
Yeah, invited.
Vince Clark.
Vince Clark, that's it.
You got invited?
Yeah.
Why?
I don't even remember how the whole conversation started. But I got invited to go to his house in Majorca.
Why didn't you go?
Diane, I can't just pick up and go to...
Yes, you do.
Andy Bell's house in Majorca. Now I can't think of the, what was Erasure's big song? Just Can't Get Enough. Nope, that's Depeche Mode. That's Depeche Mode. I was in their movie. I was in their movie.
Oh, L'Amour.
Oh, L'Amour. Oh, what a great song.
Take a Chance on Me.
What? No, that's a remake. Oh, L'Amour was awesome. That was really, really good. You know what? Book them for a holiday concert next year. All right, let me take a quick break. Wait, hold on. Erasure's Andy Bell. Oh, I was going to the wrong guy's house. No wonder. No, I got that right. Andy
That's
Bell.
his bit. He invites people to the other guy's house.
No, look at that. Oh, here's why I was invited. My house in Spain is the biggest financial drain. Here, I hope you like it. Take it off my hands.
It was a tour.
Oh, it's like a timeshare. I have to take a tour if I want to stay there.
Yours now. Not my house.
Like Disney.
Oh, Brewer gets points there. I got points with Erasure. All right, let me take a quick break. Diane's got news next.
Elliot in the morning.
Diane, let's get into some news, please.
Scott Weiland dead at the age of 48 after news from his management company yesterday evening as they were set to play a show with the Wildabouts in Medina, Minnesota last night. But he was found dead, presumably died in his sleep on his tour bus at the age of 48. We had referenced an earlier interview about where he just did a talk in June where he was saying how he had been drug-free for 13 years.
I think that probably the people, there are some people that still think that I do drugs, and it's been 13 years since I stopped doing drugs.
But you know what's weird? Like, I think back to the dinner in Baltimore where I sat and talked to him for about a half hour. And he was telling me how after that show that night, he was flying back to San Diego to check himself into rehab again, or his wife was leaving him. They were done. And that it had gotten really bad again. But I want to say at that point, I mean, we talked about heroin. We talked about a lot of drugs. But I want to say at that point, he really just talked about drinking.
Really?
And by the way, drank the entire time we talked about it.
Yeah. I mean, it's not...
Well, he loved to drink.
I mean, who knows? It's not to say that, maybe just his, liver gave out.
Right. No, and I was just going to say, all that being said, they haven't said what the cause of death was, so it may not have been an overdose. He may not have drank himself to death. He may not have... I mean, who knows? Maybe he did keep himself drug clean for 13 years.
It could have just been a case of his body, just that was it.
Or it could, yeah. Or he could have had an aneurysm. Or he could have just slipped and hit his head.
Did they ever release how the guitarist from the Wildabouts died?
Oh, great question.
It wasn't that long ago.
No, not at all. It was undisclosed initially, and I never saw an update.
That I don't know.
But Weiland's 48. That kid was 34.
Was he really?
Why'd I say kid? That's older than me. But yes, he was.
No,
I'm just saying,
kid.
compared to Scott, he was younger.
How about just you died at 34? You're a kid. That's young. Hell, Weiland's young.
I guess he died at the end of March, and the coroner office in
were they close?
May.
Wait, I'm sorry, the coroner's office in May. March to May would be toxicology reports.
They said it was accidental, but the result of intoxication from multiple drugs.
Right. Accidental overdose.
Right.
Would that have spun him out?
I wasn't even wondering that. I was just trying to maybe discover a culture of drugs
being kind
surrounding
of
the Wildabouts.
Yeah, I mean, clearly.
And they talked about, too, with the guitarist, that he also had heart issues. So,
right. So that
who knows if that was something he was born with, or if it was something that was made worse by.
Well, in any case, I'm sure loading your body full of that many drugs isn't going to help the pre-existing heart condition.
Yeah.
And so you had Jeremy Brown's death, and then you had those clips over the summer where Scott looked a mess on stage, and they blamed it on audio systems.
Oh, did he fall off a stage at one point?
I just remember him looking out of it and sounding terrible.
His monitors weren't working or something?
Right, that's what he blamed it on. But he sounded horrible. I think we played a clip at one point. He didn't know words.
And it could be tied to his drug use. He's always sometimes mumbled lyrics.
Okay, mumbling lyrics and then not knowing the words. Didn't he mess up? I want to say...
Ladies and gentlemen, yeah, cook-off. He couldn't say that.
Pretty basic.
And then I'm still trying to figure out why I'm the only one that was at that Velvet Revolver promotion. That still makes no sense to me.
Elliot sounds like a dick.
Yeah. No, I'm going.
Nobody else was invited. Nobody else was invited. Line 1. Hi, Elliot in the morning.
Oh, hey. Yeah, I just noticed that you talked about, I think you were doing Chris Cornell tickets a little bit later.
No, not today. Not today.
Okay, well, you had mentioned Chris Cornell and Scott Weiland pretty close to each other, and I'm realizing now, man, Chris Cornell's all we got left of the old grunge scene.
No, that's not true. That's not true.
How about Grohl?
You got Grohl. You
Chris?
have, what about, well, yeah, but I was going to say, Pearl Jam?
Yeah, Vedder. I
You got Vedder. That's, I don't want to say still left. Well, we just got the last one. No, but I mean, we're not, yes, we've lost a lot of people, but not, I don't think we're as depleted as you think we are.
All right, I just got schooled on that one. Thank you.
Yeah, no, that's fine. By the way, on Monday, just so you know, on Monday is when I'll get into the Chris Cornell stuff. We're gonna do an Elliot in the Morning promotion with Chris Cornell, kind of a private exclusive thing. But I'll get into all those details on Monday.
Awesome, thank you.
You got it, dude. Talk to you later. All right, go ahead, Diane.
Officer hospitalized after being shot in the face overnight in Aberdeen, Maryland. The schools are being delayed until 10 o'clock this morning as police were searching for the suspect. 21-year-old Tyler Scott Testerman is...
he got shot in the face.
Is the suspect that they are currently searching for. Apparently it was a call for some sort of suspicious activity, and they think he was hit by pellets, not necessarily a bullet.
Bullet, right.
So that's what...
And I didn't see... I looked earlier this morning, and I didn't see... just right down the street from the radio station, a Rockville police officer was
doing a
routine traffic stop,
right?
And then got hit by a presumed drunk driver.
Yeah.
And I believe he was taken into the hospital in critical condition. I haven't heard if there's any update on him. Like I said, that was going on overnight when I was on my way in. But I know, he was just out doing a random stop and was in the street from pulling a guy over, and a drunk driver hit him.
Yeah.
So the last thing I saw is I know he got taken to the hospital. Anyway, I'm sorry, go ahead.
The cafe, or one of the cafes where 5 people died in the attacks a few weeks ago in Paris, has reopened with obviously a show of defiance to anybody who is planning to mimic what happened back on November 13th. There was also a new ISIS video that has been put out threatening attacks not only in Paris but also New York and Moscow. That came out just a couple of hours after Britain had voted to bomb ISIS.
Right, like they were going to go right at them too.
Obviously, the investigation still underway out in San Bernardino, California. The president has ordered the flags to be flown at half staff in honor of the victims, and that will happen at least through Monday. There was also a mosque in Manassas that has received a threat from somebody who left a telephone message citing the attack in San Bernardino, telling the people on the phone that you all will be sorry, you all will be killed. They are currently investigating the threat. The Manassas Mosque has had several threats in the past and windows blown out, things of that nature. Looking at the election, a new CNN poll has 36% of registered Republicans and those who lean that way putting their muscle behind Donald Trump. His numbers continue to go up. Ted Cruz is in second place at 16%. Ben Carson at 14%, Marco Rubio at 12%. Everybody else is less than 5%.
Are they really?
Yep.
So it's Trump, Carson,
and there's
Trump.
There's 20
Cruz,
points between
Carson.
Trump and Cruz.
Right. So it's Trump.
Yes.
Cruz and then Carson.
Yes.
Oh, and what was Carson? What is he getting beat? Oh, he can't say Hamas. He calls it hummus.
Yes.
Hummus.
A little different.
Sabra.
By the way, Donald Trump said yesterday that he is going to release a doctor's report on his health within 2 weeks, and in his words, it will show perfection.
Thank you. Okay. Healthy.
Yes.
Strong.
Move on.
You know what was weird to read? If he becomes president, he'll be the oldest person voted president. Is that right?
Well,
since Reagan. Reagan was 70. He'll be 71.
No, they said if
I was wrong on that. Go ahead.
He would be the oldest person to take the oath of office after turning 70. Reagan was 69, actually, in 1981 when he was
So he would be the oldest one to take the oath? That's what I said.
If he wins, but they said the only one that's older than him is Bernie Sanders. He would be like 75 and a half.
Right. And do
they say 75 and a half when you get to that age?
Not at that age. They don't count half birthdays anymore.
I have many thoughts about Donald Trump. But I don't think of him as old.
I don't either.
He does not come off as 70.
When I read that he would be 71, I was
I
like,
thought he was like,
I
thought he was like early 60s.
No. To be honest, I don't. It's orange, Diane. I don't know how old I paint him now. Yeah. Honestly, I probably put him in his 40s.
Oh, come on.
I would have said late 50s.
Really?
I would have, yeah.
Yeah, I would have said like late 40s, 50s, maybe. You know what? Push it, 55. Brother's going to be 71. Health's perfect.
Perfection.
Oh, perfection. Like Chandler in the ATM vestibule. Gum would also be perfection.
Also, the kid who was claiming affluenza in his trial. You remember the kid, who 16-year-old boy who got drunk.
He killed like 4 kids.
4 people, and they ended up putting him on probation. Oh, guess who violated their probation? His name is...
Wait, what was his deal?
Ethan Couch.
He was out. He was hammered. He was
4
drunk
counts
off his ass.
of intoxication manslaughter. He killed 4 people. He was going 70 and a 40.
And he injured a bunch of other people.
In 2013. But then...
Oh, that's right. But his parents spoiled him so much he didn't understand what responsibility was.
Exactly.
That's right. I remember this piece of crap.
Yes. Well,
so wait, he violated his probation?
Guess who violated his probation?
What was he doing?
Playing beer pong.
Probably not allowed on his... what he's... Oh, no. But you know what? How would he know the judge's punishment if he doesn't know his parents' punishment?
So he was 16 when he was convicted.
Oh, I hate this kid.
18
I hate this kid.
18 now, and then there was video that showed him playing beer pong, which obviously goes against the judge's orders that he can't drive, drink alcohol, or use drugs for 10 years.
He doesn't care?
And I
care?
love that they tagged the DA's office in the tweet.
Did they really?
Get him.
Wait, so somebody has video of him and they tweeted the video, but also tagged the DA's office?
Yep.
Hysterical.
Yes, it says...
I hate that guy.
Yeah, boy, Ethan Couch violating probation. I got more if you want. I love it. Kyocera debuting a new smartphone that can be washed with soap and water. At this point, they're trying to bring it to the U.S. market.
Oh, well, then I better go get it.
Retailing for $460.
So what?
People get more, paranoid every time you see the story about how there's more germs on your cell phone than on a toilet.
Right. Well, I don't lick my phone, so I'm okay.
No, but it's next to your cheek. Oh, wow.
I have a buildup of oil, impenetrable oil.
That's right.
That prevents that from happening.
After falling behind 20-0, the Packers rallying to beat the Lions last night 27-23. Aaron Rodgers threw for a pair of touchdowns, including a 61-yarder to Richard Rodgers at the very end of the game. Bunch of games obviously coming up this weekend. Sunday night game has the Steelers and the Colts. Ben Roethlisberger cleared from the league's concussion protocol, but I guess it hasn't been determined whether or not he's going to be able to play.
Yeah, that I haven't seen. Still early.
Obviously, you got Monday Night Football with the Redskins and the Dallas Cowboys. The Texans are in Buffalo against the Bills. Ravens play the Dolphins in Miami. Jaguars on the road against the Titans, Saints, and the Panthers.
So the Saints get the Panthers. Panthers are still the only unbeaten team in the league.
TJ Oshie with a pair of goals last night to lead the Caps.
By the way, I want you to read something over the weekend.
What?
There's an article. Oh, and I can't remember the guy's name. There's a guy who played in the NFL for a while. Played in Jacksonville. He played in Chicago. He was a lineman in the league. And it's, I want to say it was written through Sports Illustrated. And the article is all about what it takes to stay in the league. And it talks about how dependent on drugs this guy was. It's his story. It's the guy who used to play in the league, and God damn it, I can't remember his name. But he was taking a bunch of stuff, but he was taking Adderall.
Yeah.
And which
is that one of the more common ones?
Everybody's on it.
Yeah.
But he was out of pills one day, so he took somebody's Ritalin, and he got popped the next day on a drug test, and they found it. So he ended up getting suspended, and then he ended up getting popped again later on. Same thing, but he talks about how you'll do anything to stay on the field, and the amount of guys that are just popping pills, the amount of guys that are smoking weed like crazy just to kind of level themselves out. in that it's all pain management. The story is fascinating. Fascinating. But yeah, he played for the Jaguars. And then I know he played in Chicago for a while. But the story is good. Oh, Britton. Britton is the guy's name.
Thank you, Justin.
Thank you, Justin. God, the story's great though. It's a little bit long. Probably a 3-flusher. But it's good.
Caps 3-2 over the Montreal Canadiens last night. They're in Winnipeg tomorrow afternoon for a 3:00 start. The NBA hosting their third regular season game from Mexico last night. Celtics over the Kings, 114-97. Wizards taking on the Phoenix Suns at home tonight. LeBron and the Cavaliers in New Orleans tonight to play the Pelicans. NASCAR's Champions Week wrapping up tonight with the Sprint Cup Series Awards at the Wynn in Las Vegas with Drew Carey.
Drew Carey's your host.
As the host. Tiger Woods with an interview in Time Magazine talking about his personal and professional life, saying that he and his ex Elin have a fantastic relationship, and he has delicately tried to explain to his young children why mommy and daddy are no longer together, saying at this point...
I bet he hasn't even scratched the surface.
Daddy made a mistake.
Yeah, daddy made a big mistake with a lot of women.
That's Look at News and Sports.
Hey, have you ever had plastic surgery?
No.
No, me neither. Can I tell you what is disgusting to me, though? And I feel like this picture has popped around a little bit. Hold on, it's in my stack that I gotta find. Oh, here's Hunter Pence getting engaged. Damn it, I didn't get to that story. I have so much crap that I didn't get to today, but it's not my fault. I got all wrapped up. Oh, here's the baseball player that needs to have his boobs. Hold on. Where's the woman who got her ribs removed?
Pixie Fox is her name, right?
Is she famous?
I'd never heard of her until this story.
It's gross. It's really gross. And I guess she was going.
She wants to look like Jessica Rabbit.
She was going for the cartoon look. Did you see her? Her pictures popped up a couple of times this week.
I had not until seconds ago.
It's not hot at all.
$120,000 on God knows how many surgeries: nose job, eyelids, brow lift,
Forget
fillers,
that. You know what?
Blah, blah.
You want to get your
4 breast surgeries.
Hold tight. You want to get your boobs done? Fine. You want to get them enlarged? Great. You want to get your eyes done, your nose done? You want to do all that? You still may look whatever. I'm talking specifically of the waist and the ribs. It's horrific. Again, get your nose done. I may not like it. Get your boobs done. Great. Get anything else, that's fine. I don't even care about the rest of her body, to be honest with you. I can't take the rib thing.
We love boobs.
Amen, bro.
Six ribs removed.
Hold tight 1 second. So 3 on each side.
16 inches now. And you can see her where she holds herself at her waist.
I don't care about the... But I will say this. The rest of the plastic surgery, she doesn't look horrible. It's a lot, but she doesn't look terrible. The waist is disgusting.
Well, she wants to hit the world record.
For what?
I guess the
smallest
current
waist?
one is 15 inches. She's at 16, but she's
I'm
you know
at 17.
What? Now, if I just get some healing in, I'm getting back to working out, I'm going to go down to 14.
Doesn't she look gross to you? And again, I don't even care about the rest of it. I really don't. Look at the waist, though.
Who's doing it for her?
That was my other question. Can you
Is she
go
just
in?
bouncing around to different surgeons?
Who takes your ribs out?
I mean, they'll do anything for plastic surgery now.
You can find a doctor that'll take your ribs out.
Evidently. I mean, I don't know if this is one of those cases where she has to go to a different country, but...
There's no doctor in the U.S. that's taken ribs out.
Is she from the U.S.?
That's a fair question. I assume she was.
I don't know.
I was probably wrong to assume that.
Sweden-born.
Okay.
I don't know if that's her home now.
Nicholas Backstrom is Sweden-born.
Okay. Oh, it says that in the article, too.
So is Mojo.
Just like Backstrom. They said the procedure would not be done by most plastic surgeons, particularly in the U.S.
Oh, so
where
you
those
do have
who
to go
have
overseas?
body dysmorphic
Dude,
disorder.
look at that! Look at that!
So she's taking her hands. Like, it's fun sometimes to put your hand behind your back and see if you can grab a breast. She's taking her hands.
I'm sorry, grab what?
That's the new. Remember before it was like, can you touch your belly button? I saw a couple days ago the new trend is to see if you can put your hand around and touch your breast.
So same thing, but up higher?
It's a little higher, which makes it a little more difficult, but it's also closer to the side. So there's like a payoff.
Can you do
not really at all. It's stupid.
Can you do the one that I saw was praying?
What?
Where you put your arms behind your back, but you put your hands like that. Like you're praying. Like you have your hands clapped together in prayer. Or,
that's weird.
Hiya. But where you would put them behind your back, I can't do it.
And they're facing upward.
Yeah. So like your hands would be in between your shoulder. Can you do that? In between your shoulder blades?
No.
Because you could grab belly button and boob.
Anyway,
what she's do that.
What she's doing though is she's taking.
What is Diane doing?
You said that up in. Is it supposed to be higher?
Turn around. Let me see. Turn around. Let me see.
Supposed to be like that.
Okay. Let me see.
No, it hurts.
Okay. Well, you're not even.
No, it hurts.
By the way, you're
on
not.
mic.
You don't even. Oh wait. I'm going to do my impression of Diane near a microphone. That didn't work. You didn't hear anything.
So what Pixie Fox is doing in the picture is she's doing the Bocephus vagina symbol, and she's putting it around her waist, and her fingertips are touching.
They're not even touching. They're like linked.
Interlocked. Yeah, around her waist, the same way you would do like somebody's wrist. Two things: it is not attractive at all. Don't you agree? Although, you know what? In that picture, it looks fine.
Yeah, well, it's not my thing, but I'm sure there are plenty of people who think it is.
No. That is universally disgusting.
But she's not, I mean, this is extreme, but she's not the first to try to accomplish that, like, cartoon
Correct. No,
look.
that's correct. Yeah. But that was going to be my question. You can't get ribs removed?
I mean, the person that was quoted in this article I'm looking at now said you'd be hard pressed to find somebody in the U.S. who would do this. I mean, maybe she did, but they don't think it's going to be a trend.
Like in somebody's basement, like the butt implant things. Where am I going, Kaylee? Line 1?
It says a lot of her Instagram followers view her as an inspiration.
Oh, no S. Hi, Elliot in the morning.
Elliot.
Yeah.
Hey, I heard Marilyn Manson's got his ribs removed.
No, he didn't. He didn't get his rib removed. Oh, I know what that's for. I know what that's for. But no, that's not true. You know what that's for.
Oh.
What? Tyler, you know that.
Yes, I'm familiar with the rumor.
Thank you. Where am I going? Diane wasn't. I had to fill her in.
It's autofellatio.
Well, you make it sound so, like, technical. I went straight.
Not as harsh.
Hi, Elliot in the morning.
Hey, Elliot, what's up, bud?
Hey, what's going on, dude?
Hey, I kind of saw this the other day. Did you see this girl before she started any of her surgeries?
I did not.
Beautiful.
She was a beautiful, beautiful girl.
Was she really?
And she just destroyed herself with all the surgery she did.
And you know what? Like the you
Look
know
at
what?
Her face looks better.
Her face looks much better.
She had like a 22-inch waist before.
Yeah,
like,
no. She's very pretty. She's very pretty. I mean, I will say this. The only enhancement that you would look at and go, you did yourself a favor, is the boobs.
Really?
Yeah, I would say so. But other than that, the rest of it is disgusting. It really is. And I keep seeing her pop up everywhere.
Yeah, it's horrible what she did to herself. It's just absolutely crazy.
No, and you're right. She was a very good-looking woman.
Yeah, why somebody would do that to themselves when they look that good? There's some kind of disorder there.
Hey, clearly. Can I ask you this, though? Like, there was a dude that I knew who had his, what is this called?
Sternum?
Yeah, what's the bottom of your sternum called where it goes in? What is that called? Is that still your sternum? I don't know. Not a doctor. But whatever that was that goes in the middle of your chest at the bottom of your sternum, his went out. So they had
so you could see it like when you didn't have a shirt on?
So they had to break his sternum.
Oh, God.
and using like wires and stuff, reattach all the bone and stuff like this. I mean, he was hospitalized for a while. Really nice dude. But if you're going to remove somebody's ribs, like that's not like going in and like getting a liposuction or something. Like you've got to cut somebody open, and don't you have to saw the ribs off the sternum?
I think there was some video that went along with that showed some of the surgery that she had done, like the actual surgery.
But if I was gonna, but don't you follow my point? If I'm gonna get the rib removed, by the way, if I'm gonna saw it off the front, I also have to saw it off the back, right?
I would believe so. I'm not a doctor like you.
Good point, sir. Good point. Wait, hold on one second. It's from a guy named David. I had a plastic surgeon remove 3 of my ribs, and it sucks. Why would anyone do it on purpose? Oh, that's a good question. Why did this guy have 3 of his ribs removed? And did he get it done? Did he get it done out of necessity, or did he get it done? Like when I hear plastic surgeon,
You just said, why would you do it on purpose? So it doesn't sound like it was cosmetic.
Then why would you go to a plastic surgeon? Isn't plastic surgery
When I had the cyst removed from my face, that sounds sexy. It was patched up by a plastic surgeon.
But doesn't that sound like something? Okay, I'll give you that.
What? It was either that or really long bangs.
No, not Tyler's face with the cyst. I'm talking about getting ribs removed shouldn't be a plastic surgery thing. That should be a doctor.
The guy who, it turns out, did the Pixie ladies
right
operation is from Indiana.
So he's in the U.S.?
Yeah.
So you can get this done in the U.S.?
He said he just did another one on another woman after Pixie who removed more ribs than her.
Wait, because you needed to?
He said it just seems extreme.
No,
Okay.
it is.
I
got to know why David had ribs removed. And why 3?
Parts of the 11th or 12th rib is removed, and very rarely the 10th rib, because that's the one that protects the kidneys.
So you get up above the 10th, you're exposing organs.
I wouldn't recommend it for an athlete.
I'll give you 9. I'll take 9. I want to talk to David.
The guy who tweeted?
Like via Twitter or...
No, like on the phone.
The phone. I'm with you.
Why would you get... Well, you're right.
Stop saying, why would you get? Like, it does not sound like it was his choice. It wasn't elective.
But you don't know that.
He just said, why would you do it on purpose?
Right, okay.
Yeah.
But why did he do it? I mean, it may be because a doctor told him to, and he said, okay, I'll go do that. But why? Like, what did he have going on?
Maybe one question too many.
No, I would want to know that. But this guy in Indiana is chopping people's ribs out all the time.
Mm.
If you break your ribs, like bad, like you know how you hear somebody's like they're they have to wear a flak jacket because they broke their ribs, or who was it? Was it Josh McCown from the Browns? I don't even know why I'm asking this question. he played the other week with broken ribs. Well, you broke your rib playing against the Mystics.
Yeah, and in a mosh pit at a Skindred concert.
That's true. But can you break your ribs bad enough that they have to remove it? Like if you shatter your wrist, like they have to put pins and crap in there. I've had that. But if you break your ribs, I don't mean just like it cracks. Oh, that's the other thing. You know how you can have like your arm bone come through your arm? Can you have a rib
Compound?
bone? Could you have a rib bone come through? Now everybody's calling. I know it's up. Do I want to read the tweet? Give me a break. All right, Kaylee, you get me rib people. You get me rib people.
I got your give me a break joke. Was that not?
No, I wasn't even going for that. I wasn't even going for that though. No, but I do need rib people. So if you're on hold, don't go anywhere. And now let me see why this guy had to get his ribs removed. All right, give me a quick break. It's Elliot in the morning.
Elliot in the morning.
turn down currency.
No, it was cancer. I guess it was bone cancer.
Wow.
Is that what you call it? Yeah, you can have cancer of the bone. You can get cancer of anything. 2 surgeons were involved, one to remove and a plastic surgeon to put me back together. See, I was right. So the plastic surgeon was just to kind of make the mend. But the surgeon is the one who goes in there and cuts it apart.
I will say that the plastic surgeon removed my cyst also. The one on my face.
Right.
Yes. He did both parts of the surgery.
Yeah, no, but you weren't having a bone cut off.
No, it was a local.
But yeah, for a rib, you got to have that cut from the sternum.
You said that
and the
scarring
backbone
can be horrible, and obviously it's a pretty bad recovery.
Yeah. But this guy in Indiana's doing. She had 6 removed. The guy in Indiana's done more.
I mean,
more than the woman.
He didn't say. Yeah, I mean, he said he did another procedure. Either right after or right before. I think it was right after.
And did we find out? Can I break my ribs bad enough that it comes through the side of my body? Where am I going, Kaylee? Line 7. Hi, Elliot. In the morning.
Hi, Elliot.
Yeah, hi. Who's this?
This is Rod.
Hey, what's up, Rod?
Long-time listener, big fan. Thank you.
I appreciate it. That's very kind of you.
I just was listening, and you were talking about getting ribs removed, and we're looking for David. So obviously you got the answer on his scenario. But I had a plastic surgeon remove my ribs as well, but it was to reconstruct part of my skull and my nose. So they can use that same cartilage for reconstructing the face and skull.
Now, can I ask you this, and I don't want you to be offended by the question?
Sure.
Like, I sound like this because I'm tired and I'm run down and beat up.
Yeah.
Do you when you got the ribs and the cartilage and everything done, what kind of reconstruction were they doing?
It was basically to reconstruct my nose. It was a childbirth defect. So
okay, because I was going to say you sound stuffed up. What? Say again?
I wasn't born with the nose and then part of my inner, I guess, middle of the skull. So what they did throughout years and years of this was going into the rib and then building it as a face screw. So they would, I guess, put the parts together between my skull and my nose, through that time.
Dude, I've never heard of that.
Yeah. Oh, surgeon, he's plastic surgeon, but it was awesome. It was revolutionary at the time. This was in the mid-'70s. So,
dude. But you do sound stuffed up to me. But you ain't got no nose.
Yeah, basically. I mean, so I don't have sinuses, and the nose doesn't necessarily work to breathe. So that's where a lot of the voice comes from. But as far as looks-wise,
hey, can I ask you this? Oh, look-wise, by the way, look-wise, if I had to bet, I would bet it's perfect and nobody would know the difference.
Pretty much, yeah. I mean, there's a little bit of scarring, obviously, but
yeah. But please look at me. Hey, let me ask you this: Have you ever had a booger in your life?
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
How do you have a booger if you ain't got nothing going on with your nose?
I don't know. I'm not a doctor, but yeah, definitely had more than a couple.
No, but you know what I mean? Like, you don't have sinuses. Like, you don't have that going on. Like, nothing that creates something like that. Diane has bugs, just started blowing out. But if you put your finger in your nose, you have boogers.
Like Elliot spends much of the show.
Yeah, I don't know the science behind it. I mean, moisture and dirt. I mean, I have holes, so
right.
Moisture and dirt gets up in there and sticks. So,
all right, I wasn't expecting that, but that's fine. But you have a great outlook about it. That sounded, you know what? That sounded like a pat on the head. Never mind. Forget I said
really
that.
Patronizing.
Forget I said that.
Will do.
All right, dude. Hey, I appreciate the phone call. Thank you, bro.
Hey, you have a great day.
Wait. Hold on one sec. Where did they take your rib from?
It was the front right side.
And just the one, right?
It was several. So, yeah, I mean, what they ended up doing is they got smart because obviously it's horribly painful just because to cut through the muscle, and you don't understand how many or how much you use your stomach muscles until it's been cut through. But he ended up making a little pocket inside of me, so he just would take chunks and put them in this little, sack, so to speak. So the next time I'd go in, he would just cut through the skin and go to the sac instead of having to go through the actual muscle.
I gotcha. All right, dude. Hey, listen, I appreciate the phone call. Thank you, bro.
Yeah, thank you.
You got it. Talk to you later. By the way, when we were at the 21 Pilot show, I talked to a dude that was a paramedic, and he was telling me about some dude who shattered his femur into 20 pieces.
Oh, God.
And so I don't know why I asked, but I guess I asked if it was painful or something. You know what causes the pain?
What?
The muscle comes, obviously it detaches from everything. And what's wrong?
This is a lot for my stomach to handle.
The muscle detaches from the bone because the bone is now just not there. And all that muscle starts doing is spasming, looking to hold on to something.
Oh, God.
And that's what causes all the pain. So he was telling me, imagine you get the worst Charlie horse of your life that won't stop and you can't do anything about it.
Oh, God.
And it just keeps going because all it's doing is
We get it.
spasming
I didn't like when you were asking the caller about dried nasal mucus.
Well, first of all, it's boogers. But why is that not an obvious question for everybody to ask?
We're not having an issue with that.
You ain't got no nose.
Oh, no, I'm talking about, I thought you meant asking the paramedic.
Oh, no. No, why wouldn't I ask the guy about boogers?
DNM.
Where am I going, Kaylee? Line 5? Was the leg thing too much?
It was a lot.
Awful.
I thought that was a really good explanation.
I mean, it's interesting, but
Thank you.
God, the pain.
I'll skip lunch today.
Hi, Elliot in the morning. Well, I don't want to end the week on a downer. And next break, I take a nap. So who cares? Hi, Elliot in the morning.
Hello.
Hey, who's this?
I'd rather not say.
All right.
But I know someone who was born without part of his skull. And they ended up having to put a wig on him.
Okay, what does that have to do with ribs?
Oh, well, I mean, the other caller talked about being born without part
No,
of
I
his
get
skull.
that. I get that. But they use part of his ribs to make a nose.
Oh, well, fair enough.
Yeah, I'm not trying to be a dick.
Nope.
I know, I understand.
You're not trying, but you're doing a good job.
How does the story end,
In case you're wondering, his name's Joe Dirte.
Joe Dirte?
Yeah, Joe Dirte.
That's Joe
I don't know if
Dirt.
you've heard of him.
Joe Dirt.
Oh, yeah.
There you go.
Maybe you have heard of him.
All right, very good. Thank you, sir. Oh, and Hobie is hangry for ribs.
He's like Richmond's Joe Dirt.
Oh, I'm spitting. Hi, Elliot in the morning. Hello?
Hello? Is this me?
Yeah, hi, who's this?
This is Wes from Richmond.
Hey, Wes, how are you?
Pretty good. When I was younger, I heard a rumor that Marilyn Manson
Okay,
had...
no, that's not true, sir. That's not true. That's not true. No, it's
He
not.
thought dirt was starting.
That's not true.
There is an old rumor about Cher, the same. I mean, obviously not for the same reason.
She got a
as
penis?
Marilyn Manson, but they said that
What is it called? Auto erotica? What is it called?
Autofellatio.
Autofellatio.
I wish I would stop saying it with such certainty. Oh yeah, ask
your
me
jam.
about my autofellatio.
Well, I saw it on your button. All right, let me take a break. We'll come back. Diane's got dirt next.
Elliot in the morning.
Now, since the last time we talked about it, do we have any? Do we have any update as to why?
No,
nothing yet.
Real further information. I mean, it's still, you have to think it just happened 9:00 last night.
Right.
Obviously, people would jump to their own conclusions, but the other sad part of it, too, I mean, he's got 2 kids from a previous relationship. They're
How old are they?
15 and 13.
Ugh.
Yeah. I don't. For some reason,
By the way,
I thought
there's
they
no
were
good age.
I know. For some reason, I thought they were much younger, but that's got to be just doubly rough.
Yeah, sure.
So, obviously, you're going to be hearing a lot of STP, a lot of Velvet Revolver over the next couple of days, I'm sure. We made it through the entire show without talking about The Wiz.
Oh.
And
we didn't see it.
I know.
And won't.
Well, that's not true.
No, Tyler and I are both watching it tonight.
Oh, are you guys hanging out again?
No.
3 nights in a row. Sweet. Good for you.
No, TiVo'd. But the early numbers say it beat what Peter Pan did a year ago by like 40%.
Who was in Peter Pan?
Allison Williams.
Allison Williams, you're absolutely
and remember
right, Diane.
Christopher Walken, his weird pirate.
Oh, that's right. No, I didn't DVR the thing. I wish I could say I cared about it.
Just scanning through the headlines, it's like it went off without a hitch. I saw one other article that was saying like, you'll be hard to, with whatever you choose to do as your next live musical production, it will be hard to beat this one. I mean, obviously people really love The Sound of Music. That had almost 19 million people watch it.
Right.
So with Carrie Underwood, not so much with Peter Pan, because it was 9.2.
The next one is Grease.
Right, that's Fox though. Yeah.
Oh, I thought you meant the next one. The next one is going to be hard pressed to pull this off.
You would hope that Grease is going to be good too, because I feel like
Grease will be fine. A lot more people
a lot more people probably know Grease than maybe The Wiz. I mean, people know The Wizard of Oz, but maybe they hadn't seen The Wiz. You never know. But
how was? I mean,
I know
that we didn't see it, but you guys didn't see it.
My
Haley,
wife watched it.
How was? I'm with you. How was David Alan Grier? He would be the only reason I would watch it.
I didn't ask about specific players, but she.
Oh, no, and Neo. I like Neo.
She said that it was so good.
Did she really?
When I called her on the way home from the holiday concert, she was like, "The Wiz was great."
Wow.
Oh, crap. I wish I could find the article. There was one that I saw, I think it was the New York Times review of it, that was just saying how... Oh, here it is. How amazing David Alan Grier was.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's good to hear.
They said...
But he's the consummate professional.
When his eyes locked...
He's also a little freaky.
When his eyes locked with his co-stars, the intensity actually reached your living room.
Oh, thank you.
And I loved the one tweet. It was from Edward last night during the show, during AWOL Nation set, when the lights were all green. And he said, "This is for Tyler because he's missing the Wiz. They've got the colors covered."
He said no matter where he was in the screen, if he was center, obviously we're fixed on him, but even if he was off kind of back in the rear,
I didn't
know
say
what
anything.
I mean.
I didn't even say anything.
Your eyes started to go.
Yeah, they did.
But they just said he was really, really compelling.
Good. No, I'm happy to hear that. No, Dag's awesome.
Yeah. I guess I was just looking at the Pearl Jam website. There's been no postings by them about this tour that's supposed to be happening.
I told you, I'll ask Kat. I'll see her over the weekend.
Okay. She would know?
Yeah, she'll know.
Anyway, rumored tour set to start with a date April 8th in Fort Lauderdale, but obviously those dates and venues could likely change. The big
and they just announced a Springsteen tour.
Mm-hmm.
That's public, right? Yeah. I don't have all the info in front of me. I just know that they announced it. Where I have literally zero in front of me. But I know that the tour just got announced.
The River Tour.
Oh, that box set is out. Actually, I think it's today the box set comes out. All right, go ahead.
BruceSpringsteen.net.
Thank you.
Is your website for that. Krampus is the bigger movie that's coming out this weekend, kind of a horror comedy about the Christmas demon that's terrorizing a family. That's the one David Koechner was talking about when he was in with us. Adam Scott, Toni Collette co-star in that. Charlie Sheen's ex-fiancé Brett has filed a lawsuit against him. She claims that he forced her to get an abortion last year because he was HIV positive. She also says he didn't tell her he had HIV until after she found his medication. We are waiting to hear how much exactly she is seeking in terms of damages. Very Merry Christmas is out on Netflix. Lots of guest stars with him. Miley Cyrus. I saw George Clooney is in part of it. You also get I believe it's the first showing. I don't know if ABC Family has done it because they're essentially all Christmas now.
Right.
But the It's a Wonderful Life is on NBC on Saturday night.
Well, watch it.
One of the best movies ever.
Never seen it.
Also, Sarah McLachlan putting her custom-built home in Whistler, which is near Vancouver, up for sale.
Did you see that place?
It's gorgeous. She wants $10 million for it.
Well, she can keep it for a while.
What?
Wait, is that... listen, it's still way out of price range. 10 million Canadian or 10 million American?
10 million American. which I guess is $13.5 million in local currency.
Yes.
5-bedroom gated community, 8,300 square feet of living space. Billy Corgan also selling his house. His house, though, is in Los Angeles, 3,200 square feet. He would like just under $5 million for 4 bedrooms and 3.5 baths. There's some pictures we'll show you, too. Mark Hamill put on one of those stormtrooper outfits and was walking around the streets of Hollywood. I guess it's like we have all the characters, like they do in Times Square.
Right.
That's what they do on Hollywood Boulevard. He was doing the same thing. Doing some shooting, obviously, in promotion for the movie, which is opening up in a week or so. Jay-Z turns 46 years old today.
Does he really?
Mm-hmm. Also, word out of Hollywood with the first trailer for Season 6 of Game of Thrones that is premiered online. All the Jon Snow people were going crazy because that's the big rumor about whether he is or is not coming back. Lollapalooza says it's going to expand to 4 days in honor of their 25th anniversary. So they said, Harry Farrell said, you know what, Thursday's always a big day anyway, so why don't we do a bunch of bands on that day? So it'll be Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Starting on July 28th, those tickets will go on sale in the spring. Taylor Swift continues to give away lobs of cash, the most recent donation going away to the Seattle Symphony. She gave them $50,000, apparently just because she is a fan of their recording of Become Ocean, which was a Pulitzer Prize-winning work by John Luther Adams. It inspired her to donate to the symphony. And in a related story, I guess Calvin Harris made his Instagram private because of all the friggin' Swifties. Can't handle it no more.
All right, very good. Thank you very much, Diane. One quick break. We'll wrap everything up next.
Elliot in the morning.
Win 2 tickets to George Mason basketball as the Patriots take on Northern Iowa December 8th at Eagle Bank Arena. New season, new coach, new excitement. Register at DC101.com for your chance to win. Deadline to register is December 6th, 11:59 p.m. Winners chosen December 7th.
iHeartRadio puts the spotlight on
Kings of Leon.
Brothers Caleb, Nathan, and Jared Followill grew up on the road since their father was a traveling preacher in the southern U.S. The 3 were homeschooled but had an appreciation for rock music that their parents disapproved of. In 1997, Caleb and Nathan moved to Nashville, and Kings of Leon was formed in 1999 when Jared and their cousin Matthew moved to join the pair. The Followills taught themselves to play their instruments and signed a record contract in 2002. The label was originally interested in just Caleb and Nathan, but they insisted that the others be included. Kings of Leon released some EPs, followed by their debut album, Youth and Young Manhood, in 2003. It became a hit in the UK and Australia and was a critical success, with the song Holy Roller Novocaine appearing in the movie Talladega Nights.
Close your eyes, Holy Roller Novocaine.
Their next album, Aha Shake Heartbreak, came out in 2005. It repeated its critical success in the UK and Ireland, and the song The Bucket became their first song to chart in the US, reaching number 23 on the Modern Rock chart. All things Kings of Leon.
Info, music, and more
are on iHeartRadio, keyword Kings of Leon.